Hello, everybody. Okay, there's way too much Jankowski talk in this chat already. Y'all need to chill. Like, y'all really need to chill. Dylan, what's up, buddy? Yeah, rare watch party. Yeah, I don't do these very much because I like to try to sit down and watch and enjoy the game when I can. But I got home a little bit later. I had to run out and take care of some stuff today. I did a bunch of schoolwork and I wasn't gonna have time to do landfall hour, and I hadn't done one of these in a while. So I figured I'd do one today. Hey, my boy Joel Nystrom. That kid's really grown on me really fast. I love everything about his game. Sound the siren, hang with family, stoking the fire. Have a great show. Thanks, buddy. Glad you're here. Enjoy the time with the family. Will Parks, let's get it up. Canes play Canes hockey. Ottawa can score. That's about the only thing they can do, though. The rest of that team's a little bit shaky. Haggesty, thank you for reposting. Name a better duo than the Hurricanes and being involved in ceremonial puck drops. Oh wow. AB, what's up, buddy? W Watch Party. Y'all are killing me with this stuff. This Jankowski bullshit. Jankowski on power play 1. Please tell me that's a joke. That's a joke, right? Well, I actually haven't seen the lines yet today because, like I said, I've been busy with other stuff, so I haven't been on here a whole lot. Let me go on Walt's page and see if I see them. All right, let me try Ryan's page. Because if y'all, yeah, Jankowski on the power play is like, people wonder why nobody takes Carolina seriously. It's like, yeah, I hope this doesn't go to overtime either. Needless to say, there won't be damage report tonight since I'm doing this, but I figured that, I figured everybody was staying home anyway because of the impending snow and ice apocalypse. So I figured it would be a good time to, stay in. And by the way, if you haven't seen this little thing that I threw together yet, I want to make a better version of it, but I think it's pretty cool. It needs some work, but that's like the start of it. It's just something I did for fun. Watch Hurricanes legend James Reimer net a shutout. Yeah, this would be the night where Jimmy would do something like that to Carolina. That's for sure. He was good when he was in Carolina, though. I really liked him, so I wish him all the best. But additionally, every time that the Hurricanes score, Frank will be rewarded for it. Isn't that right, Frank? Come here. You can have one anyway, just because you're a good boy. Can you sit? No, come here. Come here. Sit. Spin. Good boy. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Shark. Good catch. Small boy. All right. Good job. Go lay down. Good boy. Maddie BNC says the whole Nikishin thing being passed around by Dave Pagnotta is sounding more and more like clickbait. I want Robert Thomas, but not at the expense of Nikishin. Agreed. So here's the whole thing about it. This is actually a good opportunity to talk about this. I am not one of these firm believers that says Quinn Hughes is a top 5 player in the world or a top, the second best defenseman only to Makar. I don't believe any of that. If I'm given a choice between Miro Heiskanen and Quinn Hughes, I'm taking Miro Heiskanen because he can play both sides of the puck. Arguably, Miro Heiskanen could be said to play both sides of the puck better even than Cale Makar does. And two things can be true at once. A lot of people say that Cale Makar doesn't defend very well, and I don't believe that either. That being said, if you're talking about like perfect two-way balanced games, I think Miro Heiskanen is it. So the idea of trading someone like Alexander Nikishin for someone like Quinn Hughes, I personally would not do it if I were the GM. I wouldn't even think about it. Here's what I think. They offered that to drive the price up to keep New Jersey out of the bidding, to keep Quinn Hughes out of the division, particularly with New Jersey. That's what I think happened. I don't think they were ever serious about actually pulling the trigger on that. They were just driving the price up to keep him out of the East. And if that's what they were doing, it worked. Second thing being, the entire time that Nikishin was unsigned and nobody knew if he was going to get signed, his rights never got traded. It came up in discussions for Timo Meier and other players, and every time Carolina said no. The one exception to that would be trading for a player like Quinn Hughes. Like I said, I understand the rationale. I personally would not do it. But then his name hasn't really come up again, except from Pagnota and other people that are in the same tier of clickbait BS that he provides. So for a player of, not you brought up a really good point there. That was about basically what I was going to get to next. For a player like Robert Thomas, you have so many assets to get him that you don't even really have to think about offering up Nikishin. And if that's the line to get it, there's two circumstances. One, if it's a 1-for-1 trade, which that would never happen. If it were a 1-for-1 trade, I would heavily consider pulling the trigger. It would come down to probably flipping a coin at that point for me. And number two, my personal actual line of thought about it, really, if that's what it takes, don't bother. Not worth it. 4 years of Robert Thomas is not worth a potential entire career of Alexander Nikishin. 4 years and some change of Robert Thomas, I should say. But if Carolina didn't have any other means to get it done, if they didn't have Legault, Nystrom, Serrato, Felix Unger-Sorm, a bunch of different guys they could potentially trade, Nadeau, the list goes on. If there weren't plan B, plan C, plan D to get it done, Nikishin, being done, that would be one thing. I do not think that it will come to that. I really don't. I understand he was offered for someone whose value is perceived a little bit too high in that of Quinn Hughes. Understandable. I wouldn't have done it. But for Robert Thomas, it's not like there's not other assets that could get it done. But my whole theory about it is that they used Nikishin to drive the price up enough to keep him from coming to the East. That's what I think. So, because that package that Minnesota offered up to get him, Carolina could have offered up something very similar without Nikishin, if you think about it. Very similar. It would take something along the lines of like the trade that I posted and maybe an extra asset, or maybe you take Nystrom out and put another roster player like Blake or Stankoven in there. Then maybe that does it. But Carolina could have offered two different versions of that type of trade easily and had leftovers. So that's my whole theory about it. Yeah, it said puck drop at 7:28. So I don't know what they're doing the ceremony for. I haven't kept up with a whole lot of stuff today. Like I said, I've been busy with other stuff. So, oh, by the way, Katie Bartlett will also be joining us. I'm going to go ahead and get that posted on there. Oh, and also, by the way, guys, the link for the store is in the description if anybody wants to buy a hat or a sticker. Hurry up and get the Jankowski played well sticker that I have in there before I change my mind and take it off. Because the more I look at it, the more it pisses me off, especially after what happened in the shootout the other night. I don't entirely blame Jankowski for that. That's more of like Rod, out of all the people you could tap on the shoulder, why him? And, the whole rationale behind it is, well, it's based on who does well in practice. You shoot on goalies that you see every day at practice. That's completely different. It's like if I'm in this situation where, aliens show up and they choose to have you play against the Chicago Blackhawks or any other team, and you get to a point where it's just a regular NHL regular season game, and then it goes to a shootout, and the aliens say, if the Carolina Hurricanes don't win this game, the world is going to blow up. You don't put Mark Jankowski on the ice. I'm just saying, if it's like, if the Empire is in orbit with the Death Star and, someone has to shoot a puck into the thermal exhaust port that's only 2 meters wide, you don't put Mark Jankowski in the X-Wing. Just no. I don't know how many more ways I can summarize it. It's just like, what the hell? Blackie says, W. Frank leaps for it and all. Yeah, it's funny watching him do his little shark trick. Now he's sitting over here waiting for more. No, buddy, you got to wait until the Canes do something. Oh, now you're going to walk away? Okay. That not good enough for you? You're a pigeon and you know it. You're just a pigeon. Pigeon. All right. Not you says Nikishin should only be traded for an actual superstar. We've got other assets for someone of Thomas's caliber. Yep. Very fair assessment. Love your podcast, man, and hope one day I can come on and talk Canes with you. Absolutely. No, one day I do want to do that where I get like a list of, from the audience of people who want to just, jump on and BS. And it would probably be like an environment like this, like during a game or something like that. The hell is this puck drop? Yeah, that's 928. There's some kind of ceremony. Yeah, it's one of their old coaches is getting honored for something. A great pencil loss. And Jox Martin, that's who it was, being included in their Ring of Honor. Man, they've got so many banners up there because, I mean, I really love that, like, so many Senators fans claim all the Stanley Cup banners in that building, even though it wasn't the same Ottawa Senators. Kind of like how the Seattle Kraken put the Seattle Metropolitans banner up. I personally didn't care for that. That would be like if the Whalers had ever won anything. Spoiler alert, they didn't. And Carolina put that banner up there. Now, granted, they kind of did because Wesley and Francis's numbers are retired on the basis of what they did as Whalers and Hurricanes. So you've probably seen it, but today is the 1-year anniversary of the Mikko Rantanen trade. Yeah, that's part of the reason I was hoping for Robert Thomas to happen today. All right, we'll wait on. All right, Katie will be in here in just a moment. Turn it this way. There we go. Okay. Ma'am, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it.
Happy to. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you just fine.
Okay, excellent. If I can just get it to stay put without moving, we'll be in business.
Good deal. But yeah, Matthew P. will be joining us here he puts his kids to bed at about 8:30, so we should be seeing him shortly after that. I remember when Rod whipped out Sean Walker last season in the shootout. I would have still done that before Jankowski. It's like, I posted something that Rachel Barkley posted of the shootout move that Nystrom scored in the Prospects tournament. I would have put him out there first. Like Rod just literally went to the bottom of the list. He was like the part in Happy Gilmore where Adam Sandler's having the crash out and he suddenly goes from like third all the way to the bottom. Because when he was in the tournament with Bob Barker, may he rest in peace, or whatever scene it was at that point. But like, I'm still baffled by that decision. That's why I'm just like, if y'all want the Jankowski sticker, you better get it before I delete it because I'm tired of looking at it. I'm actually mad that I made it. All right, let's see. Yep, not playing again just yet. So, Katie, how have you been, ma'am?
I've been great. Just rolling along. Started a new semester at school. Just living the everyday life, I guess.
Rod versus shootout, name a better battle. Rod versus the officials. Actually, Rod versus common sense at times. I'm sorry, but like I said, like I remember exactly where I was during Game 5 against the Panthers because I worked that night, so I missed the first period. So I drove to a nearby place to watch the rest of the game, and I remember watching this, and I'm like, okay, Canes are alive, staying in there and everything like that. Then it gets to near the end of the game, and they pull the goalie, and he puts Jordan Martinook out there. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I was like, I understand why he didn't put Hall out there. Hall had just gotten off the ice. He was tired. But you have a perfectly functional Logan Stankoven sitting there on the bench, and you're just like, nope, Martinook. I'm sorry. I don't understand the rationale in that decision, and I never will. There's just some things he does, and I'm just kind of like, bro, come on. I probably should have waited to start a little bit later. I forgot they were having this ceremony tonight.
Yeah, is it Jacques Martin? They're inducting into the Ring of Fame or something like that.
Yeah, the Senators Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm. Both the Canes and the Avs have been involved in so many of these, and they have played so poorly. So I hope that the Canes break that habit tonight because I'm tired of these late starts and then awful games that come after the late starts.
Yeah, you stay up late just to see a loss, normally a bad one.
Oh, it was worse last night. The special ceremony was actually for the Avs, and they absolutely just blew up in the third period. It was terrible.
Yeah, I watched part of when they played Philadelphia. I didn't watch it all. I think I just watched the second period, then I flipped over to a different game because I just kind of go through games and everything like that. And I believe Ottawa played last night at home, I think. Let's see, yesterday was the 23rd. No, they play or no, that's from the 22nd. No, they did play last night. They were in Nashville last night. It's a good thing they got out of there when they did. Oh wait, no, that was on the 22nd. No, they did not play last night. Never mind. Mm-hmm. I thought for some odd reason I thought they played last night. It's so hard to keep up with the schedule this year, being condensed for the Olympics and everything like that.
It is. I'm looking forward to watching the Olympic hockey, provided they have everything ready to go in time. But it's going to be hard, having been spoiled with so much regular hockey since October, that I'm gonna really be missing the Canes.
Yeah, and I'm starting to think that I still haven't. I might be the only person on earth who isn't surprised if they pull out at the last minute, just with all the logistical nightmares that have been going on there. And I also wouldn't be surprised if they just say, you know what, we're never doing the Olympics again, and then they can just go all in on the World Cup of Hockey from there. Because when they had the World Cup of Hockey in 2016, the event itself was good. ESPN's coverage of it was awful. And for some odd reason, Gary Bettman saw that and goes, you know what, that works. Let's make this a full-time thing. Because I'm oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, I hope they get it figured out, because I think it really could be pretty special. And I've enjoyed in the past when the NHL has had their representatives at the Olympics. It makes for such a great product.
It does, because the Sochi Olympics were fun. And I remember thinking, when they announced they weren't going to Korea, I was like, okay, this could be something entertaining, something different and all that. And then it just ended up being the KHL All-Stars just went in there and bullied everybody. So I'm like, yeah, I don't want to see this again. Are we about to finally have a hockey game?
Yeah, it looks like
it. Matthew says he will be joining us for the second period. I'll go ahead and drop an invite in his
quick whistle. I don't know if I'm ahead of you or if we're together on as far as the game. They just had the icing.
Okay, yeah, they haven't even done puck drop for mine yet.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you've got cable, I'm guessing.
Yep.
That's why you're a little bit ahead of me.
I'm going to pause it. Let me know when when they drop the puck for the face-off after the icing.
Okay, so the next face-off after this one.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a pretty quick icing that happens like 23 seconds into the game.
Okay. What have you got on the clock there?
1937.
Okay. So I'll catch up with you here in just a few moments. All right, so there's the icing at 1941. All right, they're doing the face-off right now. 1940, 1939, 1938, 1937.
Perfect. We should be close. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, we're close.
That's not what I wanted to unpause to.
Ehlers just about did the Charlie Brown backflip trying to kick that puck when he lost his stick.
Yeah.
He really looked like Charlie Brown in the football.
Did you you're probably setting up for this, but one of the things that they have was it Mike Kelly, who's the stats guy, come on the show every now and again.
Yeah.
He said Bussy is first in the NHL and went in points percentage
Oh boy.
for games that he starts. So that I thought that was a really cool stat, and he had some other really good ones as well. I wish I could remember off the top of my head what they were.
Yeah, I had it muted around the time that he was on. I like Mike Kelly though. It's his insights are really cool.
Well, you know me. Anytime that there's somebody who comes on and talks stats, I'm there for it.
Yeah. But at least you I know you watch the games though. It's because I use the stats a lot too, but there's times where I'm kind of like, okay, I don't care what the stat says. I know what I saw. And it's just there's people I'm convinced on X that never watch the games. They just look at stats and make determinations and they never actually watch. I'm starting to think that's actually a thing.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised, especially when you can't. Some of us don't have the time to watch every single hockey game in the entire National League. So
that's true. And then between, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's used as a proxy a lot of times.
It is. There's that's the other thing about it. It's I work at a hockey store. I have a hockey channel. So a lot of times I basically only watch the Canes and whoever they're playing next if I have another choice. Just because I'm I have other things in life I enjoy. So it's about the only time I've really truly sidelined watching hockey though, when the Braves were from about the NLDS on in 2021. I had the Hurricanes on my phone and I was watching the Braves the rest of the time. And my girlfriend found out really quick back in 2021. She's like, "You really don't like someone named Bob Costas?" I'm like, "No, not one bit. I don't like that guy at all."
Well, let's see if this power play does anything, because that last game, they looked
the 0 for 5.
Oh gosh, and I know that Chicago had this. Well, at the time, the second best penalty kill, but thanks to the Canes, Chicago now has the best penalty kill in the NHL.
Bizarre, backwards world that Chicago has the number one penalty kill and Carolina's still sitting below 80%.
Yeah, we all know why Carolina doesn't have the number one penalty kill right now.
It's from Slavin being out.
Yeah. I mean, it's been so good with him. And that was another set of stats that they went through is how dominant Slavin's been on the penalty kill. That if you look at the stats, you have to do it at per 60 because obviously he just hasn't had as much actual ice time on the penalty kill, but he's first in almost every single stat. And if he's not first, he's second. Like zone exits, I think he was second at a per 60, or they did it at a per 20 rate. I mean, he's just
that makes sense for him though, because he's not big on doing the zone exits himself. He's more of an outlet pass guy.
Yeah.
Which there's more than one way to do it, so it's but he favors outlets passes over zone exits, which is totally fine because he's good at them.
Oh, they didn't qualify exactly what they meant by zone exits, if it's just directly him or if it's participating in the zone exit itself.
Okay, see that was one of the questions I was going to have for you next, is if they quantified it as him actually physically skating the puck out or if it included outlet passes. Well, either way, set in second for that. That's good.
It's just zone clears, I think, is the way that they labeled it. And
then that would probably be both outlet passes and actually him walking it out himself.
Yeah, because he's so good with that little flip that he can do.
Yeah, the golf wedge.
Yep.
That's something that I actually practice. Oh my God.
Why do the Canes are so good at getting the puck deep and then retrieving it? Why on the power play do they pull up just inside the blue line and give the other team a chance to tap it back out of the zone?
Yeah, because at least if you get it deep, you make them work for it.
Yeah, much better. Oh, nope, never mind.
I was going to say, that's not a penalty anyway.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been, but they had said Chatfield was going to the box, but no, he's not. Come on, Jank.
No, I mean, yay. I mean, awesome.
That was nice.
I'm going to continue to rag on Jankowski because ever since I started hating him, he's been playing the best hockey of his career. I will continue to hate Jankowski as long as it works.
Ooh, I mean, that was a nice little pass. He sold shot just enough to freeze the goalie. I didn't see which goalie's playing for Ottawa today.
This guy might actually be good, not just not noticed it. That was actually a sick pass.
It was. And like I said, I didn't see who's the Ottawa goalie today.
James Reimer.
Yeah, he froze him. He had to. He had to honor Jankowski's shot. If he'd started cheating,
What a hit.
Jank would have taken that. Oh, squeeze it. There we go.
Carrier leveled somebody. God, please stay healthy, Carrier.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Like, whatever you do, Carrier, like, don't go so far as to take yourself out of the lineup.
He crushed Dylan Cousins. And that girl behind the glass is like, why is that not a penalty? Because it's a clean hit. Shut up. Yeah. God. I wonder what my timeline looks like right now.
I have.
I'm probably getting lit up right now.
You're gonna have to keep that sticker on there a little bit longer, I guess.
Yeah, if I start saying nice things about him, though, he'll start to suck. So unfortunately, I have to maintain my current course.
Yeah.
Good job, Jarv.
You gotta keep up that energy.
I really want to see Martin get a point because I feel like he's just not been that good lately. He's just not himself. Yeah. I think he's playing through something. He's fighting.
Yeah. I tell you, it is impressive just how good Walker is at hitting the crest on the opposing goalie.
One of the guys in the chat, Reese, he always calls him dead center Sean Walker. Sean dead center Walker.
Oh, come on, Svetch. I love how Svetch has been playing recently. He's really starting to look like a power forward.
You know why he's playing so well? Jesus. Dude.
Oh. Nice. This is the start we wanted to see. Top line. Svetch being a power forward.
What a
Jarvis
snipe.
Finishing. Oh, nice overalls.
He looks like the back in the day at the old movie theaters, the guy who did the popcorn was dressed up like the popcorn machine. That's what he kind of looked like.
Ooh.
What a release. My God, man. I like seeing Nikishin down there engaging, or Nikishin down there engaging in the board battle.
I didn't realize that was Nikki's pass. That's awesome.
No, part of the reason Svechnikov is playing so well is he's not really adhering to the rigidity of the defensive system. He's kind of doing what he wants, and it's working.
And it's fun. Like, that's the thing that gets me. You have Aho and Jarvis on that line. There should be freedom for Svetch to be able to freestyle a little bit because you have that those safety mechanisms in place in case something were to happen.
What vision. He got it over 2 sticks. He put just enough sauce on it and put it right on Jarvis's tape.
So good.
That is amazing.
And again, all that happens because Svetch drives the zone and doesn't give up on the puck and takes guys to him so that Aho can and Nikishin can get in there and get the puck to the open man. So good.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I want to see out of them is stuff like that. But yeah, it's like that really controversial post I made last year that made a bunch of people think that I wanted Rod fired, which is not what I said. I was just saying, I'm like, we have players, you know, that you could let them operate outside of that religiosity a little bit. And, you know, the results would be obvious.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, when you're a player like Andrei Svechnikov, when you're playing well, you can single-handedly establish the zone. KK gets the puck in there. That's a good job by him. Stick with it. Rolled on Chatty at the point.
I got excited earlier today because I saw the graphic Canes make a trade. Okay, AHL guys. Great. Just feel like it's all kind of simmering under the surface right now, and something's got to drop before the Olympics.
Yeah, because it's only a 12-day window after the Olympics between then and the trade deadline. That's why I'm kind of like, if something's going to get done, I would prefer it get done before the Olympic break, and we're getting close to that because it's 24th already. Good stick there by Ehlers.
Ooh, yep. All right, commercial break. Opportunity to breathe.
Yeah, no, that was a good start, though. That was a great start. That's about all you could really ask for out of them for that start. And that wasn't even just 2 lucky goals. That was deliberately generated chances, good breakouts, and, good passes and all that other type of stuff. I will get to some of the comments here. Slump says, I don't like that Jarvie didn't celebrate at all, putting my conspiracy hat on. Maybe he's starting to realize KK is going to be potentially gone soon. Well, that's what I told people. When KK is gone, Jarvis is going to take his anger out on the rest of the league.
Well, that'd be good for the Canes.
It really would be. But yeah, the only bad thing in that period was that power play. So hopefully when they get their next one, they'll be a little bit better.
I'm fine with their power play stinking when it means that they still have a 2-goal lead.
Oh man, I am getting lit up. The Shanghai Dragons are getting a hell of a player. You know what? If they win because of it, so be it. Actually, that reminds me. Frank, come here, buddy. Come here. You're getting 2, even though you shouldn't get one of them because one of them was because of Jankowski. And we know how we feel about him, right? Spin. Sit. Can I get a fist bump? Thank you, sir. Good boy. Good job by Bussy to see that one through traffic. Could one number 7 on Ottawa become available? I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities, but currently I would say no, he's probably not. I don't think he is. He could be, but I doubt it personally. Now, Cousins or Pinto, I would gladly take if they couldn't get Robert Thomas.
I just don't want whatever move they make to be a Band-Aid move.
Yeah,
I really want something that's going to substantially make them better.
Yeah, long term, like something that's like, we're not just plugging a hole in the boat. We're actually, solving the problem.
Yeah. But if they do that, it probably means it's going to hurt because somebody we like is going to be going back the other way. Oh, what a nice play.
Good stick by Walker. Good zone entry denial. For all the stuff that Walker does where he just shoots it into the goalie's crest, like as far as like everything else he does, though, he's about as balanced of a defenseman as you can get at his price tag.
Oh, and the Canes wouldn't be nearly as good record-wise as they are right now if it wasn't for him. I mean, he's put in Yeoman's work
in
with
Slavin's
all of
absence,
the injuries that have happened to everybody else.
No, I agree. It's just the only thing is he just shoots the puck center mass.
Mm-hmm. Which you can live with all the other stuff that he does. You can live with that.
Absolutely. No player is perfect. Aho doesn't get 100 points, but he's one of the best defensive centers in the league, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
See, that's another thing, like what Svechnikov did right there, where he took that little step early. If he'd finished that poke check off, then he's gone the other way, and he's creating a rush opportunity that way. He wasn't doing that stuff before. Ooh. I think he's finally just... Good job by Slavin. Slavin's always kind of had Michael Amadio's number, though, because I remember when I made that video about him, about 1/3 of the footage was him shutting down Michael Amadio in the breakdown sequences. Then again, he's got everybody's number, though. So
I was just going to say, I don't know that there's a whole lot of players that have more highlights for themselves against Slavin than not.
There's one in particular time I remember that he got absolutely turned inside out by Nico Heischer. That is it.
Hey, well, penalty kill time.
Cousins is someone I wouldn't mind bringing in if we could get him.
Oh.
Russian slashing.
He got his money's worth on the slash.
Damn.
I guess so. Well, I don't know about that. The guy still got the puck through. If you're going to get your money's worth, you might as well
take his hand off at least. I mean, the last time that a player was dismembered, it was in this building. When, what's his name? Mark Mathot lost his finger because...
Drang! Oh, man! 2 chances! Ah, that would have been so sweet. I'm just really looking forward to this next series of games because with as good as Slavin has been, I think there's going to be a noticeable trickle-down effect game by game as far as the entire defense improving or the penalty kill improving, and they're really going to have a chance to get some separation, particularly in the Metro.
Yeah, that was a great pass by Martinook they're showing there on the replay.
It was.
And just so everyone knows, I don't hate Martinook. I hope everyone knows that. I just think he looks a little slow, like compared to what he normally is. That's why I think he's playing through something.
Well, if he is, he has in a couple of weeks, he'll have some time to get right.
Until Rod threatens somebody to put him on Team Canada at the last minute. Then again, if they, it's like, I'm still baffled they didn't take Jarvis. Like, if you needed a role player, he's about the best one you could get for that team. But,
well, at least he's on the reserve, so.
Aho was not expecting that pass from Miller. Otherwise, he would have been gone. He would have had a clear path to the net. Mm-hmm.
Come on, guys. Finish this off.
Good stick, Key.
There we go. There we go. Come on.
You got Jarvie, bud.
Oh.
Or no, that was Walker. My bad. My screen's small right now, so.
There we go. Good, good. Yeah, there were 2 shots on goal, but they were no problem for Bussy. He had his sight lines, his good position. Textbook PK. Although I shouldn't say that. Most teams aren't able to do what the Canes are able to do offensively on the penalty kill.
No, it's very irregular how easily they can generate chances shorthanded. That's why I'm starting to think that maybe they should just start like executing the power play like they do the penalty kill and just have the 5th guy hang back and join after they've entered the zone. Just have him stand at center ice, and then when everybody else is in, he can just come up there. Blake was
It
right
was
there on the
so good
doorstep
to
to get
see
that one
Nystrom
too.
get a goal the other game.
Finally, yeah.
Oh
'Cause
my
he's been
goodness.
great. Yeah, if they have to trade him to get what they need, I'm gonna hate it though, because that kid's really grown on me. I really like everything I've seen of his game. And he's got a clear path up too, because when Chatfield's gone, he'll probably take his spot.
Yeah, the thing is he has a proven track record now that he's played so much with the Canes this season, and the Canes are so good at developing defensemen through Chicago that he would be an expendable piece, especially because he is a little bit on the smaller side.
Absolutely. That's why it was a tough decision between him and Legault, and what it came down to was the fact that Nystrom has a contract already, so it's like quantifiable asset.
Well, you trade him to somebody. I mean, whoever your trade partner is, Vancouver or St. Louis or whomever, a lot of those teams would be able to plug him right into their NHL lineup with no thought today. Oh, wow. That's some cool stats. I didn't realize the Senators were that good defensively. It's just their goaltending that stinks, apparently.
Yeah, their defense ain't bad. It's just their goaltending tandem might be the worst one in the league, as someone else in here pointed out.
Yeah. Yeah. The Avs put a beating on them a couple weeks or a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So they really are struggling this season.
You know, when Nystrom does start getting the puck to go in, he's actually going to score a lot, because his ability to get shots through traffic is really good. And he does that with his shooting and his passing. He's just got really good vision all around. Let me text Matthew real quick.
Oh, I haven't been paying attention to the shot totals. The Canes are actually getting outshot 2-1 right now.
Yeah, and part of that's because Ottawa generated some chances on the power play, and Carolina can't hit water if they fell out of the boat on the power play. I'm also looking at where I've been getting lit up in my text messages too.
Everybody's got to have a gimmick, right?
Yeah, and that one's mine for now until I find a new one. Or as long as it continues to work. But, you know, it's going to be like he's going to play great all year, and then he's going to do bad in game 82. And I'm going to be like, see, I told y'all he sucked. You know, it's like if he was like the fourth line center on a stacked team, I wouldn't care. That would be fine. That's fine. It's just the whole love affair with him, I just don't understand. All right, that's more of like what I want to see out of Martinook. That was more of the normal Martinook-esque play right there. And that was not.
Oh.
He doesn't get knocked off the puck that easy normally. That's what I'm saying. He's playing through something. Key's been solid on the zone entry denials tonight so far.
Baseball bat swing there.
Wrong Dane to be doing baseball stuff.
Yeah, not so much.
Oh, this is interesting. Deadliest earthquake in history in 1556. John Hancock was born in 1737. Pluto first photographed. Elvis inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and Rod Brindamore became a Hurricane. They forgot one other thing that happened a year ago, but I don't think they want to talk about it.
I'm still probably in the minority of people that think that if Rantanen had been properly deployed and if he had had a better attitude about being part of the Canes' unique system, that the Canes would be an absolute juggernaut right now if he were still on the team. I still believe he could have worked.
I see your rationale on it. I really do, but it's like
okay.
Get back. Oh Jesus. Kochekov would have came out to the top of the circle.
Yeah. Bussy's just such a nice blend of he's still aggressive. He still puts himself in a position to cut down angles, but he doesn't overextend himself.
Yeah, it's just because when he does come out to play the puck, I get really nervous. That's the one deficiency in his game. Good hit by Chatty.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shoot that.
I changed my mind. Jankowski sucks. No, in all seriousness, though, I don't know why Chatfield didn't shoot that puck. He's probably feeling a little bit scared of hitting the crossbar again, though, after that grade A opportunity that he hit it with earlier. Take that lane away, Key.
Yeah.
Stick with the boss.
Bussy's actually getting to see some rubber tonight.
Yeah, which is probably a good thing. I want to see how he is in a high shot volume against game.
Oh, now's a good time as any since we've got the 2-goal lead. Of course, I got to be careful with what I say because we know what happened to the Canes for a little while there with 2-goal leads.
Yeah.
But honestly, he's so good when he has to do stuff cold. You get him a chance to warm up, and he's just I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be just as strong.
Ugh. I'm just reading some stuff real quick while. If I had $1 for every person I've muted or blocked in the last 2 weeks.
You must find the fun ones.
Oh yeah, like the ones that were all on my trade proposal today, and I'm like, yo, I at least give rationale of why I would, use this as the framework to get one started. And then there's people in the comments, oh, you're stupid, you're retarded, all this other stuff, and I'm just like, okay. Like, at least I'm not like that guy yesterday who tried to trade 2 first-rounders, Nikish and Nadeau, and somebody else for 50% retained on Panarin and Taylor Radish. And I was like, if people want to talk about my trade proposal, then people like this, wasting more oxygen than me coming up with this type of stuff. Like, what I'm coming up with is not that far-fetched. If they made that phone call with that trade proposal, they wouldn't hang up immediately. They'd probably be like, okay, let's talk. And nobody else would be remotely in the stratosphere of being able to match anything that Carolina could ultimately do. Not a competitor anyway.
No. And I don't know why people get the idea that Panarin is going to cost that much. He's obviously scored at an elite rate in the past, but his contract's about to expire.
That's the biggest thing. I'm not trading all that for any UFA. I don't care if it's McDavid. 6 months of or 4 months of a player is not worth that. Especially not. It's like, how many more undersized right shot wingers is Carolina going to collect anyway? They've already got half the ones in the league.
Yeah. Come on.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like that what just happened there with Martinook, that's just not normal of him. Because normally he's all over that puck, and that's not such an easy exit. That he's off a little bit. Yeah, but like you said, once the Olympic break comes around, hopefully if he's nursing something, it'll be a little bit better.
I mean, the other alternative, if he's not nursing something, it means that age-related regression is starting to rear its ugly head with him, and that's not good. The Canes need him to be full steam.
That's what I'm worried about. That's why I'm hoping it's an injury as opposed to that.
Come on. Okay, there we go.
Good pass, Fetch. Good exit.
Mm-hmm.
He thought about laying Artem Zub out there, and he just pulled up at the last second. He was about to light him up. They probably know each other, though.
Yeah.
Jarvis, don't do that, buddy. That was a risky place to do that, like right there in the high slot in your own zone. I think Martinook is 32, Evan. I think. I'll tell you in 2 seconds. I think he's 32. He's not that far up there. He's 33, so I was close.
Mm-hmm.
That is the age where the age-related regression starts to happen. It's between 32 and 35 is where it tends to happen.
Come on, boys. Don't let... Oh.
Yes, Panarin is 30. Yes, Evan, you're right. Panarin is 36. So that's another reason that just doesn't need to be touched.
No.
Oh, he's 34? Okay. I knew he's something like that.
There goes the bucket.
Was that Stutzla?
I think so.
He's got to be the bitchiest guy in the league.
Who just tossed the helmet over to the bench?
I think that was the official trying to get it out of the way.
Okay.
Because they're supposed to pick up broken sticks and loose helmets and stuff like that to try and get them out of the way.
Oh, that was nice. It's just going to be interesting to see moving forward if Rod insists on doing a goalie tandem like he had with Freddie and Kochekov, or if Bussy's play combined with Freddie's struggles means that it becomes more of a 2-for-1. Or
with the schedule being as condensed as it is, I think it's got to stay a tandem for as long as possible, just out of necessity.
Yeah, but there's a bit more of a break. Like they don't play again until Thursday next week.
That's true. So, you could start Bussy again in that case.
Yeah, with some of these games being stretched out here towards the end, or end meaning before the Olympic break.
Yeah, now the last part of the season, they'll probably have to utilize both of them as much as possible.
Yes!
Because that part of the schedule is going to be brutal. Yeah, you're just a touch ahead of me. The Taylor Hall score. No, that's fine.
Oh.
Damn. You know, that Rantanen trade looks a whole lot better when moments like that happen. But he said that he knew he was going to Carolina like 2 weeks before everything was done. You know, and Taylor Hall was someone, there were plenty of other times where I thought that I was like, yeah, this guy would be great to have in here. That's what happens when you don't hesitate to shoot the puck.
Yep.
Aho, are you listening? Well, he's actually been pretty good about shooting lately.
And I will own up to this, and I still believe this. I still think Hall has some things that he needs to work out of his game that I don't like, but they seem to disappear when he's playing with Stankoven. I don't know what it is about Stankoven and Hall together on a line, but they just get each other.
That's part of the reason why I wanted to get another top six center and build another second line essentially.
Yeah.
And then you can leave Hall and Stankoven and, Blake together for another line. And then your top six is Ehlers, Aho, Jarvis, Svechnikov, and add 2 other players. And then that multiplies the lethality of the forward group by a significant magnitude. Yeah, 5-on-5 though, the shots I imagine are probably a little bit more even. I'll look at natural stat trick during the intermission.
I want to say they said they only had 2 shots on the power play though.
Oh, they did? Okay, then yeah, it's not so even then if that's the case. There you go, Key. Lay the body. You don't have to kill the guy, just separate him from the puck.
Nice. I'm not used to being on this end of things. Usually it's the Canes vastly out shooting the other team and then being down by
3-0.
multiple goals.
Carrier is, yeah, he's laying the body on everybody.
Whew. Great period.
3 goals on 1/2 XG according to Money. Okay, yeah, I got to see this. Hold on. I've become more of a natural stat trick guy than Money Puck. I still use them both, but let me see what we have here.
Money Puck's pretty. Money Puck gives you the pretty charts and graphs and stuff, but the actual information on natural stat trick is much superior. According to natural stat trick, it's a 0.75 expected goals for.
Yeah, that's in all situations. And at 5-on-5, it's 0.31. That's still really damn good. Shot attempts, let's see, all situation shot attempts are 15-20 favoring Ottawa. Shots are 7-14 favoring Ottawa. Scoring chances are 10-8 favoring Carolina. So I see that's what I want to see more often. More quality, less quantity when it comes to generating the chances.
But even then, high danger is only 2-1 for the Canes.
Yeah.
So they have the scoring chances, but it'd be good to see a higher percentage of those be dangerous.
AB, do you want to get banned from the chat again, buddy? No, actually, I get to stay with you when I come up there for games. Never mind. You can say whatever you want.
Oh, you should go look at the 5v5 heat map on Natural Stat Trick. I don't think I've ever seen one look like that.
Yeah, I'll do that. Give me 1 second. What the actual hell? That's not normal. It's usually... Oh, that was the other thing. I was actually about to mention that. So AB got me a birthday present. It hadn't got here yet, but he got me the Carolina Hurricanes alternate sweater with Nikishin's name on it. And you guys know how much I like Nikishin and how much I love the number 21, and I was going to get that one anyway, but now I don't have to buy it because AB got it for me for my birthday. And I didn't say nothing about it yet. I was going to wait till it got here, took a picture of it and post it and everything like that, but that is true. Nice. AB did get me a birthday present, which I really appreciate that, man. I really do.
Major props. Good gift.
Yeah, no, he's awesome, man. That guy's one of the best friends that I could have. I wanted him to come on here, but he couldn't make it. He's going to have a lot of cool goalie content coming up. Him and I are going to do a stream about Bussy in the near future where we have video and everything like that. We just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. But I did accidentally ban him from the chat the other night because I went to put him in timeout as a joke. And I didn't realize it said this person has been removed and all their comments have been deleted. I'm like, no, that's not what I wanted. It was supposed to just be a joke. Multi-point period for Chatty. He damn near had a goal, too. So, the other thing that I like that they have on Money Puck is the chart where it shows, like, the lines expected goals on the graph, like, by percentage.
Yeah.
I like that one, too. It's just, I can't ever post anything of that because there's no way to fit it onto a slide. Carolina is only at a 40.8 on the deserve to win-o-meter. This is not normal.
We're used to it being the other way around. This is new territory for us.
Let's see, expected goals percentage. Let's go with forward line. So they have 2 lines higher than Carolina's highest line, which is Hall, Stankoven, and Blake, that's sitting at the 81.45 with 0.2 expected for and 0.05 against. Ooh, Jarvis, Aho, and Svechnikov not having the best night so far, but it's early.
Mm-mm.
Carrier, Jankowski, and Kokanemi are actually listed last, surprisingly, even though they scored. So actually, I think that what happened to Carrier, I think that judging by what happened in the corner of his face, give me 1 second. I wonder if it's downstairs and Desiree probably picked it up and I just didn't take the time to open it yet. January. No way. I'll be right. Okay, we're going to take a short break. What's up, guys?
How's it going?
It's good. I just had to step away real quick.
How you doing, Katie? Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Matthew.
All right, you guys go ahead and talk it out for a minute here.
Man, we got a 3-0 lead with 7 shots, and we have 13 shots against and no goals.
You guys go ahead and talk it out for a second. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, when's the last time that's happened, Katie? It's.
I don't know, it feels like we've been on the other side of this scenario before.
Yep. I just saw someone was sharing it in a group chat here. The goalie Jet Greaves for Columbus.
Right.
Just had a very, very, very embarrassing gaffe.
Oh dear.
He tried to play the puck. It was in front of the net, and he passed it, and it hit his defenseman's skate and into the net.
Oh no!
Pressure. Just shot it right off his defenseman's skate and doinked in. Yikes!
Don't tell me they're not playing the Stars, are they?
They're playing Tampa.
Tampa. That's who they're playing. I knew I wanted them to cool off somebody, and that's definitely not the way to cool them off.
Columbus is a dumpster fire, kind of. Yeah, a great first period. Well, score wise, I mean, kind of they really took it to us after it was 2-0. Bussy's playing really, really well. Again, he's getting more expensive by the game.
Yeah, it's okay. He's going to be worth it. They're just. I've been listening to so much stuff and reading so much stuff on goalies and systems and things that predict success. And the thing that has stood out to me, I love the Hockey PDOcast because they do so much stat stuff. And they say when you factor in lots of these different micro stats that aren't available on the typical stat sites, that the Kane system is the hardest one for goalies to play in, that the 3 lowest expected goals against averages in the league across 80 goalies, 3 out of the bottom 4 are the 3 Canes goalies. It's just hard.
Yeah, I watched your stream, you with Aaron and Tom, and I love that point you made. And I mentioned it. I shamelessly rip you off in a stream with Brandon Little a couple days ago, where it's like we've been waiting for that goalie that doesn't have to face a shot for 10 minutes and then 2-on-1 or a breakaway, and you got to come up big. And
Bussy seems like they've just found this unexpected gem in him, and the fact that he can not just survive in this particular environment but excel is exceptional. They need to pay him, and there did seem to be some rumblings around on Twitter that the Bussy camp and the Canes have been in talks and that they're really close to coming to an understanding. They just need to iron out a few of those last minute details on a contract. So I think we'll all be celebrating if and when that gets announced.
For sure. Something else, I guess, while we got a second here. So I'm about 20 seconds ahead of y'all, so I'll have to sync up. But one thing I noticed, I don't know if y'all noticed, but there are more Southpaw goalies in the league now, I think, than ever before.
There's only 3, so I mean that's a distinct
possibility. That's more than ever before. And but like I'm just seeing it a lot, and like in also in like some of the top prospects and the goaltending, and like I haven't remembered seeing that many Southpaws. Now maybe it's just because we see Logan Thompson a lot, but this is something I noticed. I don't know if y'all have any thoughts on that.
Wait, but isn't Lindgren also a Southpaw?
Yeah,
there's 2 on the Capitals and then Bussy.
Yeah, the only 2. Yeah, there's 3 in the league. 2 of them are in Washington. One of them's in Carolina.
Interesting.
Yaroslav Askarov on San Jose. He's a Southpaw. Catches right.
Damn, I forgot about him.
Mm-hmm. And there's probably a few others too that are, like maybe second or third string goalies on teams. Yeah, they're showing that.
Actually, looking right now.
They're showing the replay where Nikki just absolutely
Kirill Vemelka,
just
Oh my.
Kirill
but he's not in
Vemelka,
the league anymore.
Oh, they're showing his fight again.
yeah. What a
He
pass
really
that
didn't want to do that.
got that through. Nikki got that through 3 sticks.
Yeah.
Like, it shouldn't have worked, frankly.
That was just so funny the way he goes like this with his hands. He's like, "Oh, okay, I guess if I have to."
And what was funny was that who was the guy he hit? Was it Lazar or whoever he hit was like, "Don't do it, don't fight him, not necessary." And he's just.
I can't remember if I gave him one for the
sure
Hall
you want to
goal
do this, bud? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Did I give you one for the Hall goal? Here you go.
All right, I'm gonna pause it. It's 1953. Let me know when that happens.
Okay. There. I'm there.
Okay. Just got my kids down, but they are not asleep. They are. I can hear them. They're so adorable. Like they sing songs together. You know,
Tell them one day they're going to miss sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're singing like Jingle Bells or something together or whatever. You know.
At least they like each other though, because I've seen a lot of siblings that.
Well, I don't know. There's sibling rivalry. There's definitely sibling rivalry there.
Yeah.
Just 20 minutes ago, right before bed, they were fighting over all the toys.
Oh, I remember those days.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's one thing I'm happy about with the dogs. They don't fight over the toys because my big dog doesn't care about toys. My little dog massacres toys. We'll put them all back in the toy box, and he'll start ripping them out one by one and leaving them in different spots on the floor just to piss us off.
Is my auto coming in fine, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to go take that hoodie off because it was actually getting warm in here. When I was out walking the dog earlier, I just had the hoodie and shorts on, so I was a little chilly from that.
Golly, it's frigid here. It is absolutely frigid. We haven't gotten we had a little bit of sleep. That's it. Haven't had anything else. Oh, loose.
Oh, what?
Somehow. All right, slot. Come on.
Oh, that could have been pretty.
Backdoor pass, couldn't get it to him.
Key's been in the right spot every single play tonight so far.
Bud.
Are you North Carolina, Matthew?
Yep. Outside of Raleigh.
Okay.
You?
Yeah, I'm really damn glad I ain't there right now.
Well, like I said, it's been mostly dry. We had a little bit of sleet so far. That's it.
We're supposed to get a little bit of sleet and maybe just a touch of ice up here in the northern part of South Carolina.
The one reoccurring thing I'm afraid of right now is so our driveway is sloped a little bit because we live in a townhouse, and I'm afraid of waking up one morning and both of our cars being out in the street with everybody else's. Even with the emergency brake on, it'll just slide down the little bit of a slope there is. Shoot that.
That's Slavin. Ooh.
Oh, just wide.
Hit it with that. Yeah, playing.
Yeah, that's it. Come on, guys. Be nice if we could control the puck a little bit more.
It's another rush.
Ah!
I love it when Slavin does that when he leaves his feet like that.
So what do you? It's been made, and this point is actually true. I didn't believe it at first, but it is true. Where we gamble a lot in the neutral zone, selling out to take the puck away, and it can burn us, and has burned us. Oh God, look at that!
Oh, I didn't realize it was that close.
It was right behind Reimer, just sitting in the blue paint. Stahl was I don't know if that would have counted if he put it in. He was on top of him.
Gambling in the neutral zone is part of what creates that difficult situation for the goaltenders, like we talked about earlier. It's because when it goes right, it goes really right. But when it goes wrong, ooh, baby, hold on, because there's going to be a breakaway or a 2-on-1 or some other grade A chance.
Yeah, you either generate a really good transition out of that, or oh god, it's one of the two. It's there's not much in between. About the only time that doesn't happen is when Slavin's on the ice because he's good at reading when it's time like, okay, I need to get back preemptively here and not.
Not only that, but he can also, like, when it's a 2-on-1, but it's Slavin back, I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Watch out.
Oh, my God. Are you going to make a big deal about that? Oh, go to bed, old man. Drink your warm milk.
There's someone, they have their hand up. Is Walker going to the box?
Yeah.
Did Frenchie break a hip? Drink your Ensure.
Kneeing?
Knee.
Is it knee on knee? Let me take a look.
Get the no.
All right.
I'm sorry. Stutzla turning is the one that.
That's on
it was. I mean, yeah, the contact. Well,
he's the biggest pussy in the league. I swear to God, he is.
Yeah, there's no intent there. I guess, yeah, it's a minor penalty. That's fair.
I don't know, man. It's just I've seen Tim Stutzla sell so many calls, and I'm just kind of like, I don't want to give him the benefit of the doubt in any situation anymore. Like, he could get his head caved in, and I would still say that he dived.
If he hadn't moved, it would have just been an open check in the middle of the ice. It was Stutzla trying to get out of the way that caused that to happen in the first place.
Yeah, no, that's 100% on him. No, Stutzla is not better at Aho than anything other than acting. If you want one of them to win an Oscar, Stutzla's got a better chance.
He's all offense.
He's all offense and he's all acting. That's all he ever has been.
I'll say that, yeah, his offense is actually pretty decent. I'd say he's better than Hughes.
I'll give him that. Good. Jarvie was breaking there. Good entry there,
Brady.
I can't argue with that.
Get on the plane back home with us, Brady. You know you want to.
No, I don't want him. No.
You don't want Brady?
No, absolutely not.
I want Pinto. I want Pinto if I get anybody out of Ottawa.
I wouldn't mind Cousins.
I like Cousins too, but I'm more of a Pinto guy personally.
Good pass. What? Passing. He mishit it.
That's probably one too many passes.
Too low.
Come on.
I forced him back. Okay. Great save, Bussy. Wow.
Bussy.
Well done.
You know, another thing that I don't think gets talked about enough with Bussy is just the fact that he's a monster. He's 6'5".
He's a big boy, yeah.
He just takes up just that little bit of extra space, or has a little bit extra view around other guys.
And like Henrik Lundqvist said, he uses that size so to his advantage which means he doesn't have to challenge as much.
Yeah,
which I like.
Well, another way that his game, another way his game really matches the Canes is the fact that he's very good at stopping that first chance if he needs to come out and challenge, and the Canes can clean up rebounds a lot better than most teams and prevent second chances.
He also will throw in the old VH glove side every now and then. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yes.
That's real old school. But he's so big.
Okay, remind me what that stands for again.
Vertical horizontal. That's when he seal of the post with the post leg being against, with the leg close to the post being vertical against it.
Okay.
That's very old school because it's very static. It's hard to move. But
and bigger goalies don't do it very well. Sometimes he does.
But he does that only. I think he usually only does it glove side because it's static, which would mean there would be a hole by his right ear, but his glove is there, so he feels like he can catch it.
Gotcha. It has been good to know how he's adapted too. I remember a couple different games where some teams would score on him in the same place, and you could tell the following game that the scouting report had said shoot here. This is where they scored on him, and they couldn't get it through. That he adapted that quickly.
Yes, St. Louis. Blocked.
I love seeing Nikishin do that though. No hesitation, jumping into the play right there.
Got to fire it faster. I'm a big fan. It's like as soon as you get the open shot, you got to take it. Otherwise, a defender's going to come in there and get a stick on puck. Yeah, but I mean, St. Louis scored on him glove side 3 times.
Yep.
And I was worried, especially in the first goal against Buffalo, when Darling came in, shot a glove side and scored again. And I was like, uh-oh, does he have a glove issue? But then he came up with one of the most absurd saves I've ever seen with his glove on Tage Thompson. So, nice little move there. There you go. See, that's fire it, get it right on net as quickly as you can.
Yeah, and that's another example of stuff that Stankoven does do well as a center. He generated that breakout with that little quick pass there. Like he didn't try to stretch it out. He didn't try to hit a harder target. Hall was close. Hall already had the speed. He hit Hall in stride, and that generated. Like the only time I have a problem with him is when he has the puck and somebody manages to angle him off into a situation he can't skate his way out of. Other than that, he's doing fine there.
Yeah, so he's basically where he's had a problem is when he tries to do the zone entry through the middle.
Yeah.
He hasn't figured that out yet. I'll just say. I mean, maybe he can one day, but it hasn't happened yet. So that one better yet. He just passed it off. To the right wing. Did you get a chance to see our little prospects video yet, Katie?
I caught a little bit of it. I haven't seen the whole thing yet. Nice. I like reading about the prospect. Man, it is hard between both of my teams trying to keep up with all of the different podcasts.
Yeah, I don't know if you have any insight. I'd love to know more about Colorado's top prospects. You know anything about them? Do they have? Well, they don't have any, do they? Right?
Yeah, I was going to say they're not like Carolina is. They're not. No, they're that's why. I mean, when you have what you have already in Colorado, though, you don't really need them yet. You got a while yet before you need to worry about that for them.
They give it away all the draft picks too, or
they traded away all their top prospects in pursuing the cup and in the subsequent seasons. And I mean, granted, they have a cup because of it.
One, yeah.
But no, they don't. Their 2 best prospects are currently in Russia.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah, it's got him a cup, so.
Yeah, you got to mortgage a little bit of the future to get it done.
And that's something that I think the Canes are going to have to do. They've done well building up their system while staying competitive, but I do think that one of the things that it's going to take to get them over the edge is they are going to have to send some of their prospects, whether it's Nadeau or Nystrom or whomever, to another team to win now.
Like, screw that. Nikishin is not
face-off win by Mark.
Nice pass.
Yeah, there's enough assets to get a trade like that done without giving up Nikishin. Jesus
Christ. Stahl whiffed on it. That was open.
Okay, now I just saw Stahl whiff on it. Damn! Oh my God, Martin to China. I did it to Jankowski, and now he's playing the best hockey of his life. I will get Martinook right.
Yeah, get Martinook back.
I will get him back on track.
Watch.
God.
Out. Okay.
Step up on him. There you go. See, I love that 2- and 3-man picture defense on the zone entry denial. That's exactly how you do it.
Daddy,
even if they get the puck in, they still pay for it.
Oh,
there you go. Go, Fishy.
Go.
That's one of the hardest guys in the league to get around, though.
Was that Shabbat?
That was Zub.
Oh, Zub.
Zub's one of the hard.
I like a lot.
Zub's one of the best shutdown defensemen in the league.
I always have.
If I could have my hand pick of who I'd want to put with Nikishin in the future, even though I know they'd never give him up, it would be him.
If Russia ever gets back to playing, international
in the Olympics, they would play together.
Yeah.
Look at that move, Little. Nice.
Smart play.
Penalty on Ottawa. Yep.
Oh no, that's not good for us.
Oh, no.
If what happened in the first period was a barometer at
You got to
all.
win the draw first of all, and then just not dirtle. I noticed something in the first power play actually, because everyone does the slingshot pass, which I don't like. But Ottawa actually kept a player back there across the Canes blue line, so that when Nicky had the puck in the neutral zone looking to pass it back, he took a look and saw the Ottawa player there and had no clue what to do.
Are they playing the Imperial? Yeah, they are. And
It's
after
Star Wars
Sanderson,
night.
It is Star Wars.
oh, okay. And then Sanderson is arguing over that, and it was clear as day, like a high stick. Like, what do you argue there, bro? And I like Sanderson, but like, it doesn't get any more clear cut than
I think
that.
he should be in the Olympic roster.
Sanderson?
Yeah,
I'd put him there over frickin' Hannafin.
Hannafin's going too, though. Although he is.
That's what I'm saying. I would put Sanderson in before Hannafin.
Oh, for sure. Like Noah Hannafin should never see a second of ice time.
Well, Jack Hughes shouldn't either. Did you see that picture of him sitting on that rooftop bar and drinking?
I did.
That kid does not take his off ice training serious at all.
Up.
What?
I know.
What? Guys, stop it.
Oh my God.
5-on-3.
Oh, now I'm worried.
Oh, wow.
Minute
That
50
was lucky.
5-on-3. That
was lucky.
A bit of a gift. I don't know if I agreed with that call.
If I liked any other team in the league, I would be excited about this.
And that's Quadrille to the box.
No, that's a good one. I think that's a good call.
You think so? It was more of a hook than a trip. He really, because he got the stick up on the hands more than because he was already off balance, but then he kind of.
Come on, you got to bury this here.
I don't know. I think Drew has an argument.
I want him to keep yapping and get a 10.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, and then
let it all out, buddy. Come on.
Come on, get this face off.
All right, 2-man advantage. How are you going to mess this one up?
PTSD Chihuahua meme.
That's how you're going to mess it up.
Really?
Damn it.
There's 5 of you and 3 of them.
And, you could say reasonably 6 because one of the guys on the ice is Nikishin, who accounts for 2 people at once.
Are you about to? Did you lose?
What?
My goodness, Aho. How do you lose possession like that?
Get Jankowski out there, please.
I tell you, I am cursed to watch my 2 teams have just absolutely awful power plays.
As you say that, Katie. As you say that. Say it again. Say it again, Katie. They're cursed. Their power play is terrible. Come on. They can't score it all the same in their life.
What in the world?
That's not quite as bad as the Jet Greaves gap.
Wow.
It's bad for Reimer. That is not on him at all. That is
that
should have been.
Oh, that is so.
Oh dear.
I feel bad for him, for them. I really do.
His shoulder and then goes off the back of Reimer's shoulder and into the net.
Okay, so no more deliberate cycling on the power play. Just shoot, get parallel with the goal line and shoot it.
Of course, that is that's exactly how you draw it up.
I feel so bad for Jimmy.
Almost happened again. Yeah, just do goal line passes. It doesn't matter.
Just put the puck on net, guys. Why are we trying to be fancy here?
It worked last time.
Hey, it just worked. I don't care. Power play goal.
Just on net. Right idea.
I like that.
Hey, look, a shot directed towards the net by our player.
Imagine.
We've done that on the power play tonight.
Oh God, I'm sorry. Wow. That was just so funny the way that Reimer looked. Svechnikov didn't even know that he scored. He was just kind of like, okay.
Oh my goodness.
Hell.
Blake,
get back, Key.
What are you doing there, Blaker? Come on.
He's been a little. He might need some stall line rehab.
Well, the power play is still look terrible, but they have a power play goal. So yeah,
yeah. Thanks to Ottawa. Ottawa has scored more power play goals for the Carolina Hurricanes than the Carolina Hurricanes have in this game.
Hey, the old saying, which is not true, but everyone says it. They don't ask how, they ask how many.
I'll take it in that situation, though, because the power play has been abysmal the entire game.
So, yeah, I mean, it definitely has this game. Now, I'll maybe a little hot take here against Chicago. I actually don't think our power play looked bad. I just have to give so much credit to Chicago's penalty kill. That was some of the best penalty killing I've ever seen. Like, that reminded me of how the Canes were killing penalties of a couple years ago, where passes that worked against just about any other team, they intercepted. I just have to tip my cap to them. And even then, we had a few pretty decent chances, and couldn't convert it.
Well, the Canes really struggle when the penalty kill is aggressive.
Yeah, because they were gapping up on them aggressively at the point in particular, and they couldn't really cycle the puck the way they wanted to. When you keep Carolina on the perimeter, especially when it's close to the blue line where you can pressure them and make them, get it out of the zone really easy, most penalty kills work against the way that Carolina does the power play in that regard. It's funny because that's almost what Carolina does to other teams. So when it's used against, Carolina, I'm kind of like, oh, well, all right, so that's what that's like.
But you'd think they'd be better because they can practice against their own penalty kill and figure out how to break through something like that.
Well, see, that's what's funny about it, because Taylor Hall said that's the reason the power play didn't have any confidence, was playing against Carolina's penalty kill. And I'm like, okay, so now we've kind of hit this unstoppable force.
Confidence in Jankowski to use him in a shootout.
Yeah, I'm still... Yeah, I don't know, but I'm gonna have to meme Martinook back to relevance. So I'm putting some material together. Like I'm gonna upset some people. But it's like I don't even think he's getting a China flag. He's gonna get like Iraq or something like that. I'm gonna have to go. I can't Iraq. I cannot send him to a civilized part of the world at all with the way he's been playing. It's gonna have to be like. But yeah, like he's gonna have to get deported to like Fallujah for meme purposes.
Whew.
Martinook.
He still kills penalties pretty decently.
I know. I'm trying to help.
Yeah, fair enough.
It clearly worked for Jankowski and Svechnikov. I didn't even put the entire word China involved with Svechnikov, and now he's playing the best he's ever played.
Jankowski tips it a mile wide and high. Nice.
To be expected. Good stick there by Chatty. Get there first. Good job.
Yep.
Goes on, yeah. And gambled there. See, like gambled and missed it, but
Slavin read it though. That's you can get away with that when Slavin's on the because he's so good at knowing. It's like he can anticipate when that's going to happen, and he knows not to go any further forward.
But I don't know. I mean, I've always been look, be on the right side of the puck kind of guy.
Yeah, this pair's gotten a little bit better. I didn't like the Slavin and Chatfield pair at first, but I think now like Chatfield's being a little bit more aggressive because he knows Slavin's there, so they're not parallel with each other all the time.
I was just going to ask you that, whether or not you liked this particular pairing.
At first, I didn't. Now I'm digging it a little. I don't like it right now.
There went the shutout.
It was a great pass. Yeah, I don't like it when our defense gambles and gets on the wrong side of the puck. I just never like that. Maybe it's just it goes against my grain.
But yeah, no, that pair's grown on me a little bit. I hope it's not a long-term thing.
Chatty, that was your guy. Good pass by Sanderson. Great pass by Sanderson.
Oh, it was.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Sanderson
can actually defend, and he's got good vision. You don't need Noah Hannafin on Team USA when you've got him.
I'll give credit there. I mean, he's showing why he belongs on the Olympic roster.
Noah Hannafin is everything people accuse Tony DeAngelo of being, with $7 million more to show for it a season.
Except for Noah Hannafin can't skate.
No, Hannafin's a solid skater. He's not DeAngelo good, but like, there's not many people in the league who skate as well as DeAngelo.
Okay, well then he's just brain dead.
No, he's a low IQ player when he doesn't have the puck. I'd still take him over Luke Hughes any day.
Yeah, well.
All right, let's get back on track here, boys.
Icing.
When Ghost comes back, do you think he'll be the one playing his offside, or do you think it'll be someone else?
If it were up to me, I'd put him with Slavin.
That's how it started with Ghost playing his offside with Nikki.
Yeah, I'd put him with Slavin. You would have a reinvention of the Slavin D'Angelo pair if you put Ghost with Slavin.
Although Ghost has been, I mean, his defense this season has been
Harley, you need to go to
very
bed.
impressive.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Hang on.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, good job getting on net from that angle, though. That wasn't easy.
So what do you think? Will it be Slavin Ghost, or what do you think Rod will actually do?
I think it'll be Ghost Nikki again.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to change too much from the configuration early in the season. Walker and Miller seem to be playing better together than Walker and Chatfield did. And I think the Slavin and Chatfield pair can be a little bit better. It's just the thing is Chatfield and Slavin have a lot of similarities in their game. Chatfield's gaps are a little bit more aggressive. He needs to turn that up a lot to play with Slavin because Slavin's got you covered. You can afford to be aggressive and make aggressive pinches and step up aggressively in the neutral zone with Slavin on the ice. But he's got to do that without hesitation for that pair to be effective. You're not going to get any offense out of that pair, but that's fine. They can drive play, though, if they make that little bit of an adjustment. It's just when they first started playing together, since they've both got that defensive, very, very strict defense-first mindset, they were parallel with each other a lot of times where they should have been staggered, and Chatfield should have been stepping up. I think they'll figure it out, though, if he keeps them together.
Ugh, come on, guys. Got too bunched up there.
Yeah, I don't understand what was going on there.
Nikki, what do you...
Wow.
I think that was Nystrom, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Nystrom.
Okay. I just got done saying good things about you, bro. Don't.
Yeah, honestly, after he scored against Chicago, he messed up a couple times.
Maybe he should just never score again then.
It was rough.
What the fuck?
What?
He doesn't get pissed like that normally. He's irate about something. Okay, why didn't you give 10 to Giroux earlier? He was giving you the business way harder than Hall did.
Yeah, it's a boarding. That should have been boarding. Soft ref. What a soft putz. What a soft referee.
He had every right to be pissed off about that. Okay, fine. You don't want to call on a penalty on the initial thing that was the boarding that should have happened. Don't give a guy a 2 and a 10 over something like that. That's bullshit.
Especially when Giroux was able to pop off and
Giroux went off for
a
good minute. Nothing happened. That guy would have never survived a Modern Warfare 2 lobby.
Ottawa's power play actually looks decent.
It does. Stick with it, Chatty. They're cycling the puck really well. Don't get overextended chasing them. Don't get too aggressive on them. Don't go chasing it. There you go. Good.
Good play,
yeah,
Chatty.
There we. Yep.
Wow, that was
nice, Chatty. Come on, out.
That was ballsy. That play right there. Instead of to go for the immediate clear to move around him first, could have ended badly.
Whoa, come on.
Get it.
There we
you go. Good
go.
job.
All right.
Aho put enough pressure on there to make sure that happened
Yep.
when Jarvis stepped up there to get it out. That was good. All right, let's do our one shorthanded chance every penalty kill that we get, please.
It's just about, isn't it?
Dude, I think it is. Like if there's a way, I can look at that and see what high danger chances are at 4v5.
Ooh.
Walks right into the slot. What a move! Great save by Bussy. Good pass. Is that Ridley Gregg on the power play? All right. Second unit, maybe, I guess.
Yeah, it would have to be the second unit.
Yeah.
I like Ridley Gregg, though. He's an agitator. Very passionate player.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just floated.
I'll never forget him, taking the slap shot into the
slap
empty
shot at
net.
the empty net, and then Morgan Riley went over there.
Morgan Riley going ballistic.
The one time Morgan Riley decided to be tough in his whole career. Good job, Jake. I mean,
good job. I mean, right?
The gimmick is getting hard to keep up, but I'm going to do my best.
How in the heck?
Even when Carrier just bumps into somebody, it's like a wrecking ball. I love it.
Ooh.
Mm.
Carrier almost had another one.
Dang, overskated it.
Good.
That's got to be
that's a tripping call. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cousins, yep.
Hey, he's saying something. Give him 10 minutes. Call it even. He used words. I don't know what they were, but out. 10 minutes out.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, that was
So
soft,
ridiculous.
man. I'm
Is
sorry.
that going to be? Is he going to get fined for that? Is that an
Probably
automatic fine or something. Whatever. Tom Dundon should foot the bill for him.
He's done it before. He did it for Brendamore back in the bubble, and I'm like, oh, Brendamore had a point with what he said, though.
As well, he should have.
Yeah, and he tacked on the extra 17 cents to the check when he wrote it.
Yeah, so I don't want to trade Nadeau. Guys, I really don't. I don't want to do that.
I don't either, but if it brings Robert Thomas back.
Yeah, but man, he's gonna win the Rocket.
Here's the problem: is we already have Jarvis, Stankoven, Blake. We don't need another undersized guy in the forward crew unless one of them's going. So to keep Nadeau, are you trading Stankoven or Blake instead?
Oh, out of all those, I'm trading Blake first. It's nothing personal, but
I would trade Stank first. We have a little disagreement there, but yeah.
I'm on Matthew's side.
And that's not again, it's a lot of it we discussed it in our show that even though Stank may have a higher ceiling, Blake is playing so well right now. Like he's just playing incredibly well. And so I want to keep Blake around. And for Stankoven, I mean, he's got a good shot, really good shot. It's Nadeau's is absurd.
I mean, when Sidney Crosby tells you don't pass the puck,
not just don't pass the puck, but don't pass it to me.
Yeah, I'm going to listen.
Yeah,
he's like, if I had a shot like yours, I wouldn't pass the puck at all. And I was like, all right. I mean, if Sidney Crosby tells me don't pass me the puck, shoot it. I'm like, all right, you got it.
Okay,
you know, I've never. Go ahead.
I just gonna say I'm going to ask a controversial question. Do you think that Nadeau can be successful in the Canes system, or is he going to end up more like a Natchez if he stays?
No. And I'll tell you, like, Natchez is freewheeling in his, of course, here, lose a draw again and play fetch. So Natchez tried to freewheel and stick handle past everybody. Nadeau is, I mean, like, he's an okay puck handler. He's got pretty decent vision, but that's not his game. His game is not to try to, like, stick handle around everyone and their mother. What was that, Nikki?
Jesus Christ.
On. Nice, Bussy.
That was not a penalty, but
what are they booing about?
Power play is really, really wrong tonight. I don't know what it is. Ugh. Yeah, Nikki fumbled it there. Yeah, Nadeau, that's not his game. His game is just to find a nice open spot and let it rip.
I'm not just talking like stylistically. I'm thinking more like the 200-foot.
Pass in the skates. What are y'all doing? Can't
Come
complete a
on.
pass on the power play. It's ridiculous. Are we on the penalty kill or not?
I don't know. I mean, I prefer us being on the penalty kill because then they actually generate chances. That's why it's like people are like, Svechnikov needs to stop taking penalties. I'm like, Svechnikov has been indirectly responsible for about 10% of the team's offense by sitting in the box. That's actually something I think I'm going to start keeping track of. How often do the Hurricanes score a shorthanded goal, specifically with Andrei Svechnikov in the box?
That would be an interesting stat.
I think I'm going to do that next year.
Just inviting the pressure. It's inviting pressure.
That was a stupid
What were you
drop.
doing that for?
Oh, there.
No one there. Like, yeah, it's like they are inviting pressure with their like these with the passes that they are even managing to complete. It's just
They're just telegraphing them too. They're taking so much time dusting off the puck and looking at where they're going.
See, that's
no.
See when you can do that. Why don't you just do that while you're on the power play? Then you're allowed to have rush chances on the power play.
Oh, of course that does.
Icing? No. Good grief. It's irritating. It's been an irritating period, even though the score.
we didn't score. They scored on themselves.
That's true. Like Ottawa has not been bad.
No,
we just got them a bit in the first period, and then put themselves.
Quick question for you guys: Do you two want to keep talking during the intermission? Because I got to make a quick phone call. If you want to have it to yourself, for 10 minutes.
I need a potty break.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll put the "we will be right back" thing up.
Okay,
we'll take 10 and we'll get back to it from there as soon as the period's over, which is now. All right, everybody, we're going to take a break. We will be back with you in about 10 to 15 minutes. There we go.
Back. Buffalo is killing the Islanders 5-0 right now. They're legit.
Yeah, it took them. I think that new GM bump is what they got, because I think that they got to the point where they're like, well, Kevin Adams isn't here anymore. None of us are safe. I think
Kevin
that's
Adams
what it was.
Absolutely toxic for that. Or like,
I thought he did a good job.
I
may be biased.
You can't even keep a straight face with that one.
Yeah, I really couldn't. But I will tell you all this if you're relatively new fans. The Buffalo Sabres are not our rival. They are not our adversary. They are our mortal enemy. If you were around in 2006, you will understand that we hate them more than New Jersey, the Rangers, the Islanders, and the Capitals combined. If you want to see serious hatred, that series
on Doug Waite in Game 6 was
Oh yeah,
that was a complete BS.
Otherwise, that series is over.
The series ends in 6.
Yeah. Well, they did the same thing in the Oilers series. That one really, I think it was Game 5 had that one really stupid one.
That and the Oilers only won Game 3 because Ryan Smith committed goalie interference. Like that,
got away with it.
You got away with it. That goal would absolutely not have counted today.
No, I would hope. I don't know.
Well, yeah, well.
I mean, I don't know. It's like spin the wheel when it comes to player safety stuff and goaltender interference. Like, I really think that Gary Bettman has a Velcro mustache that he puts on while he's sitting up there in the war room, and he just, just to mess with us. I'm starting to wonder if that's a thing.
Forgive me, I'm eating a little treat.
Oh no, my friend, you are fine. I envy your ability to have treats. I can't let I take that back. I had some beaver nuggets today.
Just a little Italian ice. It's
that's not going to hurt you. No, I just don't eat stuff like that very much anymore. So, and then like this is a funny comment right here. This one, for the third period, let's all take a drink. If we see an Ozempic, Bocelli, or Lane DDS commercial, we'll be hammered by midway of the third period. Yeah, that's one of the what I've started doing. I just mute the game during the commercials now, and that's times where I like, I'll sit here and I'll have my notes and everything that I'm taking during the game, right? And that's when I take my opportunity to kind of catch up on stuff. And because like actually I want to see if I can find an example of like how fucked up my notes can get. It's like it's chicken scratch at times. It's just because I'm trying to keep up with the game. I'm like it's just
speaking of notes, when I send you the notes on the prospects, do you want me to just like send you a list, or
basically a list by position, so I can make the schedule from there?
All right.
So basically, it'll be like,
you want me to send you like the schedule that I want to do them in, or?
Well, see, what I was going to tell you was once you like categorize them, like I'll take the list of forwards you give me and I'll be like, do whichever one you want. Just let me know which one so I can scratch it off the list. Do them in whatever order
I get
you want.
To pick how to categorize them.
Yes, that's all you. Yeah, right. That's all up to you. So it's like just basically.
Probably do it by league then.
Yeah, whatever order you want to do it in. Like if you want to start with Nadeau or start with Serrato, I don't care. It's whatever you want to do, because when it comes to defensemen, I think I'm gonna graduate Nystrom. Then it's going to be Legault and Badinka are going to be the first three I do. AB's going to have the goalies. He can do them in whatever order he wants. That's all fine. Right. And you don't have to just make one, but I'm thinking like, and this is actually good for the audience to hear. So occasionally there will be videos where we just talk about the prospect like we did the other day. And then there will be ones where we actually do video stuff and breakdowns and everything like that. And, there's going to be a good variety of content there. Just the goal is to have one video a week and then the one catch up every month, which between the three of us, that shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Well, there's plenty of Wolves tape. I mean, like, I don't know. Did you see the last two Wolves games? I mean, their defense left a lot to be desired.
No, I don't have flow right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like
the two games they came back from 5-1 deficits in both games,
and then 6-2. Yeah, they won one of them. They're down by 4 in each game and managed to win at least one of them. But still, like, so the defense the goaltending wasn't exactly stellar. But in each one, like, I think Robidas is like absolutely on a tear right now. He's got like 14 points in 6 games or something ridiculous. And in each of the last 2 games, Nadeau has had 2 goals and an assist. like a guy he's just popping off. I mean, like that you can easily tell that the AHL is beneath him.
That's why I was saying if Carolina did go get another winger, it just needs to be a rental. Then he's got a clear path up next year. But, if he's ready, though, and, I trust your judgment on that. If he's ready, I'd rather just get him in here now with Robinson out.
Me too. We talked about that, yeah.
Well, not if they're planning on trading for someone.
See, I would swallow it for Robert Thomas. And the only reason I would pull the trigger on that trade in a dough for Thomas is that Thomas is under contract for 5 more years.
Yeah, that's one of my biggest reasons for it. And it's not nearly as risky as like the Pettersson thing. That's my biggest turn off to Pettersson is the contract and the term. If Pettersson had a term similar to Thomas, especially if Carolina could get Vancouver to eat some of that salary and get him below Aho's cap hit, because no forward on the team should make more money than Aho. I'm sorry, but no one should. Then I would be totally fine with that. But it's just if acquiring Pettersson is a mistake, Carolina has to live with it for the duration of your window with the core that is starting to get up there.
Now, I think he fits. I actually think Pettersson is a pretty decent fit for the Canes.
I do too. I'm just worried about the contract,
which is totally understandable. But I don't. I mean, I don't want to give Nadeau for him because I think Nadeau is, frankly, like I think he's going to score 40 a year, no matter where he goes. And Robert Thomas is worth that because he's such a good middle ice man.
Yeah, and people have messaged me asking me.
Pettersson is good, but you tell me you'd rather have Pettersson or a 40 goal per year winger. I'm taking
Nadeau in that case. Yeah. There is one player in this league that might be available that I'm willing to give Nadeau up for, and that is Thomas. Yeah. I'm not doing that for Pettersson. A trade for Pettersson, like the trade proposal that I made for Robert Thomas, I wouldn't put something like that up for Pettersson. Like if Carolina takes on Elias Pettersson, they're doing Vancouver a favor. So yes. I'm not putting up anything like that for him. It's like they're in. See, I'm still a firm believer that Pettersson's going to LA because they want to replace Kopitar. So you have a relatively similar player there for one thing. And two, Pettersson's wife is in the modeling industry. So she has an incentive to live somewhere like LA. So I could see that being a factor. I mean, that's part of the reason that Gretzky went to the Kings.
Yeah. And part of the reason
I can see that fit, but man, that trading a star player like that in division where you're going to be playing them all the time.
Yeah, but Vancouver's going to suck for a while, so it's not really going to matter. That's the only thing about it.
Can LA fit him in the cap?
At this point, they can because it's not about the total; it's about the daily cap hit and the accrual. I mean, so at this point in the season, the daily cap hit would probably be low enough to where they could make it work.
I guess, but that'll put them in a bind. That'll hamper them a lot.
Or they can send Byfield back the other way, and that should free up enough of it.
Yeah,
like there's a way to get it done. Like especially if they can get Vancouver to retain even a little bit, retain $1 million, even like.
Yeah, but they'd have to put money back, going Vancouver's way, and I don't know if Vancouver really wants to do that either.
Probably not. They want to have as much space free as possible. So I think that they can make it work, but it's just like as far as who's incentivized to get Elias Pettersson the most, that's Los Angeles. Now, if Carolina didn't have Aho, for example, EP40 would make a little bit more sense for a target. But losing Kopitar and replacing him with Pettersson, you don't get a much better solution to that because you don't replace Anze Kopitar anyway. He's one of the best two-way centers that's ever played the game. Yep. The closest thing you're going to get to that as far as players that are available is Elias Pettersson.
Yeah, but the Hurricanes have the resources and the cap to make that trade go more smoothly.
They do.
Than LA does.
No, that's absolutely true. It's just if they acquired Pettersson, if Carolina that is, if they were to acquire Pettersson, I would be cautiously optimistic and slightly skeptical, and I would have to see how he played over the course of a decently long period of time before I made an absolute judgment call.
It really
Nikishin would not be on the table for that. Huh?
Yeah, it really depends on what we give it to get him.
Again, like you said, we'd be doing them a favor.
Correct. So, like,
Especially
when
if they didn't retain anything.
if they don't retain anything, Carolina should give up peanuts.
That
by
it should be
comparison.
Kotkaniemi in a third.
Yeah, something like that. And they'd be doing Carolina a favor by taking Kotkaniemi, and they'd be doing him a favor too. I think he'd do well there, because then he could go to somewhere where there's no expectations, and he can. And that wouldn't have to be Kotkaniemi's last stop. He could play there. He could play well there for a little while, and maybe go somewhere else that's more competitive. Because I'm maintaining my position that Rod had a lot to do with his issues, that them not getting along. I'm never going to budge on that. I know the Church of Rod Brindamore doesn't like my opinion on that, but the Church of Rod Brindamore also thinks that Jordan Martinook is 100% right now, and he's not.
They just don't see eye to eye.
No, I wonder though. I've told Aaron and Tom this a handful of times. I think they've had a deal in place with Vancouver before, and I think it might be on Kotkaniemi's no trade list, and that Kotkaniemi would rather deal with the crap in Carolina and be on a contender than go and deal with all of the drama that's happening with the Canucks.
Yeah, I forgot about that. He doesn't have, like, how long is his no trade list? It isn't more than,
I want to say 10.
It's 10.
Yeah,
it's a 10 team.
Probably all the Canadian teams then. That's probably.
Yeah, I was going to say 7 of them are probably Canada, because like it seems like when players leave Canada and how just visceral the visceral that the media hits them with up there, I can see why no one ever wants to go back. I mean, look at O'Reilly. He didn't want to go back to play in Canada after Toronto. And then, people who've never had a hard day in their life were writing articles about how soft he was because he didn't want to play in Canada. It's his decision. Like, he was an unrestricted free agent. He can go play wherever the hell he wants. It'll sign him.
Sorry, I missed a lot of that. The game got it came to my attention.
Oh no, I was just talking badly about journalists. I don't know if you've ever heard me do that before. I know that's a rarity for me. I never do that. I never say a bad thing about journalists or stat pros.
What poor little darling journalists.
Bury that. I want to see Carrier score again. He's been playing so well tonight.
Might be our best player actually tonight.
Good entry. That was a great catch. Ethan and Stankoven have some decent chemistry.
Got away with the penalty there, frankly.
Yeah.
Did Bussy get a piece of that?
I think so.
Or did that just go wide?
Yeah, Walker got away with that.
I think
Bussy got a piece of that backhand chance. I thought that was in the net. What a save. I'd say that Bussy's been our best player. I'd say Carey has probably been our best forward.
Oh.
Nikki, yeah, okay.
See, and that's another reluctance with giving up Nystrom is how well he and Nikishin play together.
Yeah,
they are quite good together.
Yeah, and then one day when Legault's in the lineup full time, you can split the size up a little bit.
Right into the ankles.
But Nystrom's going to be the best right-handed defenseman on the Hurricanes in a few years if he stays in Carolina.
Yeah, that's a fair point. You think he could? I don't know. You think he can handle like top 4, top 2?
Only one way to find out is put him in those matchups and see what he does. I think he can do it.
I don't know about top pair. I don't know about top right D.
He could definitely do second pair stuff, and it's like because the top pair belongs to Slavin for the foreseeable future. So
why is Svechnikov out there with the dads?
I think it's because Hall's got a misconduct, so they're probably rotating everybody through.
True, yeah,
or they were mid-change
until like after the first commercial, maybe after the second one. Yeah, because he's got 12 minutes. Ridiculous.
I think Blake needs a little stall line rehab, but then again, last time I said that, he scored that nasty goal. So. Yeah, they're probably just rotating wingers through since Hall got, 10 minutes for being a human being and being upset about something he had every right to be upset about.
10 minutes for pointing out that the ref is really bad at his job.
Yep. Come on, boys. This isn't a penalty kill.
Yeah, I don't like how this period started out at all.
What
was that soft clear? They're lucky that puck got out. Ugh.
Come on.
Jesus Christ.
They are trying to coast to the end here, and I don't like it.
No, I don't either. I know you're down a forward, but that's no excuse.
Ottawa's been the better team for the most part. We made a few nice plays in the first.
And capitalized on them. That's it. Like, this is kind of a mediocre showing, to be honest.
It's like I said, it's like it's opposite land.
It's like they're scared to play with the lead.
It's opposite land for how Hurricanes games usually go. Blake, all right, there you go.
Okay, come on.
They cannot complete a pass. Like they are. I'll give Ottawa credit. They are blocking every
how Blake came up with that puck there. That was good.
Good.
And he put his head down to do it, which is impressive because he's really bad about that sometimes. Because there's times where he puts his head down. I'm like, buddy, stop. You're going to get killed. Come on, guys. Out here. They're moving the puck way too easily.
He got it. So Ottawa's bottling up our clear the tips as well. That's a penalty. They calling it? No. Should have been a penalty.
Oh, come on. Oh. Come on, Kokiyami. Quit looking like Bambi.
I think it's too late for that. And the sad thing is he's skating better than he did last season.
He has a decent shot. He just doesn't it takes him forever to pull the trigger. It's like it's heavy and it's pretty accurate, but that's pretty
common. That's common with big players though. Like, and then you look at someone like Stankoven who gets it off, and Jarvis too, who gets it off his stick in a split second. And Nadeau, it's a good thing Nadeau is not taller than what he is. Otherwise, he wouldn't have the release that he does. That's why Tage Thompson is such an exception. Like, big players tend to not have releases that are that quick. And that's the other thing. It's like slap shots are starting to die out a little bit. It's all about wristers and snappers now.
Nadeau can take a slapper.
Like, he can do it.
Yeah,
it's not his best shot by any means, but it's still good.
Golly, we're going to get scored on.
Yeah, if this keeps up. Way too much time in the defensive zone here. Come on, dude, stay on your feet. Jesus.
Oh.
Martin gave him a little whack on the way by.
There you go, Carrier. 1-on-3. Yeah.
Honestly, that's about the best he could have done with that situation there, Carrier.
Ah! Oh, my.
Did he not know the puck was coming?
Huh.
Did he not realize that the puck was, like, doinking in on him there?
Good recovery, though.
What a reaction, yeah.
This third period has been awful.
Yeah.
Absolutely awful. Bussy's been the only good.
He's been easily our best player tonight.
Yes, he's been so good.
It's about time we had this type of goaltending, though, that can bail the team out when they're not playing too well in front of them.
Ain't it? Ain't that the truth? Preach all day long.
You don't win a Stanley Cup without having goaltending like that. I mean, there was like, when Darcy Kempfer won it with Colorado, there were not full games he bailed them out, but there were definitely sequences of play where he held them together.
Aiden Hill, too, with Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's another good example. I had the pleasure of seeing Braden Holtby's amazing save on Alex Tuck. I was in a bar with a bunch of my other friends who were Cavs fans that saw that, and they were like, "That's consequential, isn't it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's going to be." Alex Tuck is going to see that in his sleep.
I saw Aiden Hill up close once, in the only game I've ever seen ice level. Shout out to my awesome wife who helped me cross that off my bucket list. Yeah, it was actually a game against Arizona back when they were there, and Aiden Hill was on their team. That dude is massive.
Yeah,
wow.
He is. Yeah, I think he's 6'6", and I saw like both If I were looking at him, he's like, he's walrus. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's freaking dunking the walrus in that there. That is absurd. I like, for the life of me, I don't know how anyone gets pucks past goalies that big.
It's hard to do. I could go the rest of my life never seeing this Andrea Bocelli commercial again and be totally fine.
Yeah, there it is. Ilya Sorokin, what a season he's having. Except not tonight. Actually, I don't know if he's in net tonight or not. I just saw that Buffalo's caving him in. See, how would you score that face-off? Did Ottawa win or did we?
I'll tell you in a second. I'm a little bit behind you.
Okay.
I judge that as an Ottawa win, but that's the thing about face-offs. Someone might look at that and say Carolina won, and I look at that and say Ottawa won that one. That's the thing. Face-offs are the most misleading standard metric in the game. Ooh. That's why I tell people, they're like, oh, so-and-so was below 50 on the dot. I'm like, you go back and look at all of them. It might not be the case.
Wow.
Golly, what are we doing?
Come on, boys.
All over us. All over us here in this period.
Can we play to win instead of not to lose?
Stützle just
they don't have it.
They don't have a jaw trap. No, Mike, this is not a good job situation here. They're playing like garbage.
Still not.
They're just barely holding on right now, dude.
Yeah, they're.
This is
like I don't want to give up a goal, but they might need that to wake them up.
Yeah. Come on, get on your horse there, Svetch.
There you go. Oh!
Oh, whoa! Dang.
That there. And there's a pizza right up the middle. Couldn't get to it.
Aho's back first there. Good job on that. Well done. All right, that's better.
And how does
come on?
The clear it went up the middle. That's why.
Whoa! Quit.
What is with these these clearing attempts are just take a look before it. Now you mousetrapped Bussy. Like, what the Hey, Bus, you're doing a good job, but you know what? Fuck you.
Oh,
Neato.
He doesn't have a problem staying in the net. You should do that to Kochetkov to get him to understand that.
Just lift the net on top of him. Like, what was that goalie who I think it was in the minors where there was a 2-on-0 breakaway.
David Legier.
Get this and just shoved the goal.
It was David Legier, and then when they asked him why he did it, he said, "Well, it was easier for me to shut down a penalty shot than a 2-on-0."
Right,
and I'm like, you can't argue with that logic. How can you be mad at him? You can't be mad at him for that.
Yeah, can't argue with that logic.
Nothing he said was wrong. That's just being intelligent.
Yeah, that's think smarter, not harder.
They changed the rules after that, but it's still funny.
What is it? An automatic goal?
It's an automatic goal if you do it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised no one thought of that sooner. And then he stopped the penalty shot too.
Yep. I remember that was like one of the best plays I've ever seen. Ouch. Got hurt. Got leveled there.
Oh, gosh. Come on.
Blake, that it worked, but you got lucky with that. Diagonal crossing the middle pass in your own end.
Yeah, that was, and he didn't even look either.
No, yeah, it was just
too many plays on a hope rather than a.
It's major. The line for Major League, like, nice play. Don't ever do that again.
Yeah. No, that was such a great movie.
Come on.
That's something that never should have had a sequel, though.
No.
It was perfect the way it was.
As far as I'm concerned, there is no sequel.
No, they went full Disney Star Wars with the second one. I was like, no.
Oh,
and it's
I'm not.
Golly, That is.
This is getting really excruciating. I
This
don't
is
feel like
annoying.
this doesn't feel like a 4-1 lead at all.
Oh, no, I mean,
I don't care if they win this game 4-1. Rod needs to chew their ass for this third.
he really
period.
does. He does.
Hey, look who made a good defensive play. Jesperi Kokaniemi. Is that where we're at now?
Wow.
Bussy came to play.
Well, wonders never cease.
Stop with these soft clearing
Maybe Adam
attempts.
Gold was right in that the Canes have not really been good in the last week.
Good grief.
Nystrom just got ran the hell over.
I mean, I think we're 4-0 and I think we're 3-0-1 in our last 4 games. We haven't really played all that. Like since the Florida game, we haven't played all that well.
Yeah, I think they just used up their goal quota for most of January in that one game.
In the Florida game?
Yeah.
Oh, if they're going to do it against any team, it sure was satisfying against the Panthers.
That's true. I mean, I wanted 10. I wanted 10 that night. So close.
Yeah, the touchdown, the extra point, and the safety was nice, but 10 would have been
a touchdown and a field goal.
Yeah, I would have rather have done that.
So I like your trade proposal for Robert Thomas.
I'm glad you did because a lot of people in the comments were telling me I was retarded, which I feel like I made like one of the more
Blues fans.
No, like Canes fans.
Are they in a hurry to trade Indo or some such BS?
Yeah, I was like, I gave that's literally like about as balanced of a trade as you get. I gave reasons for everyone. I'm like, here's your stopgap center, here's your future one, here's someone for your very depleted blue line, and here's a first round pick and a stacked draft.
They might want the 2026 first. They might want a 2026 first rounder.
Well, we don't have one.
We have one more.
Well, the Dallas one, but that's conditional though, ain't it?
No, it's a first round pick. I think our trade with New York to get Miller is New York gets the better of the two.
Okay.
So we basically would just have to say it's Dallas's pick. I think we just have to say that the Dallas's pick is now yours.
Yeah, I mean, 27 draft is supposed to be really stacked, though.
It is. That's also going to be a good draft class, but so is 2026. They're both quite good.
I was under the impression 27 was supposed to be a little bit better, though. That's why.
I guess with McKenna having, in my opinion, not having the best year, has just kind of overall dampened it. But I mean, there's still like Tynan Lawrence and especially Ivor Stenberg. Oh my goodness, he's going to be great. He's going to be a problem for everyone who doesn't have him.
See, and that's the funny thing. If that face-off hadn't been blown dead, that one's left up to interpretation of who actually won it.
Yeah.
Okay, see, like Jordan Stahl was the last guy to touch the puck, but Ottawa got possession of it. That's the thing. To me, it's like
if I was going to be a scorer, I would say who's the first team to have clear possession.
That's what I would say, because it's kind of like if you win it forward, they touch it, but then immediately they lose possession of it and you get it back. It's like that's the thing about it.
Yeah, it's who had clear possession first.
Yeah, that's the way that they track hits, blocks, takeaways, and giveaways need to be more clearly defined. Like, because people always talk about, giveaways and takeaways, and they're the most poorly tracked standard metric in the league. And you don't even have the same people doing it everywhere. You have 32 different opinions on what isn't, literally 32 different opinions on what is and isn't a giveaway or a takeaway. And
a giveaway has to involve a pass, doesn't it? Like a pass that gets intercepted.
That's the funny thing about it. It's like no one knows. Like even the way it's written in the rule book is weird.
Yeah, I mean, a takeaway to me is like when there is no pass, but there's a change of possession.
That's why I was like, they need to change the rule book to define it. Like, does a giveaway constitute a takeaway? Like we were talking about the other night. Like, if a pitcher throws a strike, he's credited with throwing a strike, and the batter is credited with taking a strike. Is it the same? Should it be the same situation for those things? That's where I think they need to write some nuance into it, or not nuance. They need to remove the nuance, but they need to make it a little more clearly defined.
Well, if they can't do it with goaltender interference, I'm not sure we can do it with just about anything else.
That's true.
I mean, they could just say, here's what it is.
Did you? I don't know if you guys watched. There was a goaltender interference goal taken away from the Avs the other day that Makar scored.
That's a giveaway.
It was Natchez in front of the blue paint. He was not even in the blue paint, and because the goalie, when sliding, caught his stick on Natchez, it was considered a no goal.
And see, that's left up to interpretation depending on who's looking at it, though.
Yeah, even if Natchez wasn't in the crease, was the goaltender in the crease?
Yes, the goaltender was in the crease.
That's why. That's why. It's not fair, but I think it's not where the player is where the contact it occurs. Even if he's standing outside the crease, if the goaltender is in the crease, it doesn't matter.
That's why I think, maybe they just need to go back to the old rule from before the lockout.
No scoring in the crease.
No scoring in the crease. Just I'm at the
that led to like stupid things like empty net goals being washed out because
that's the only problem with it, though. It's like then you have like the 1999 Sabre Stars controversy, which retroactively I'm glad I went
about it.
Oh, well, if you ask Buffalo, they're the most like targeted franchise ever. That everything that's gone bad for them is because of the officiating in the league. But keep in mind, even when they reopened the building during the whole virus that didn't come from a lab in China, they couldn't get the 2,000 people that they were allowed to have in there. They were so bad.
Unspecified virus of unknown origin.
Yeah, virus of unknown origin. That totally didn't come from a lab in China.
Totally not Winnie the Pooh.
Dude, they actually banned Winnie the Pooh images in China because people were making memes about Xi Jinping with them.
That's why I said it.
for all the problems we have in this country, it ain't that bad.
Could be worse.
It could be significantly worse.
Come on, guys.
It's where he beat Bobrovsky in Game 4. That spot.
Okay, that's a little bit better there. All right, let's make something happen here.
We're still playing games in the year of our Lord 2026. Good for him. Spencer Martin is playing NHL games in the year of our Lord 2026.
You think goalies are bad now? Wait until the league expands again. It's going to be even worse. I mean, everything's going to be worse, but the goalies are really going to get screwed by that.
Did you see Rangers Sharks? That
I watched a little bit of that one. I think I watched the first period of it.
Like, I guess to get on my soapbox a little bit for the Olympic roster, I mean, JT Miller, talk about people who need to go to China. Like,
he doesn't care at all.
Putz. What an absolutely useless player.
And they made him captain.
Yeah, I know. I know. And he's only on the roster because of nepotism by freaking Mike Sullivan. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. And to leave Jason Robertson and Cole Caulfield off.
Okay, here's one of the comments underneath that trade proposal. Why keep Nystrom when you have Fensori? We've explained this.
That's bait. That's bait. There's no way.
Oh, wow.
We've explained this multiple times, and you and I have been like very complimentary of Dominic Fensori. It's just we understand what the hang up is, and he can't help it.
That's got to be bait. That's almost trying. He's trying to rage bait me. There's no way.
God dubbed him a short king, and we have no say in it. That's it. It's over. Like,
if you want, I'll say this: I still think he has the talent to where if he really wanted an NHL career, he could switch to forward.
Yeah.
If he really wants to play in the NHL, then he should switch to forward. He's running out of time, though.
Yeah.
To do that.
See, that's what I thought D'Angelo should have done, but then now he's playing fine. It's almost like he never sucked as much.
D'Angelo's a rover.
Yeah. I still maintain he was the best defensive partner at 5-on-5 that Jacob Slavin ever had.
Yes.
I will go to my grave saying that.
He really was. And I think he is the last Hurricane, maybe one of the few Hurricanes ever, to have a Gordie Howe hat trick.
Yeah.
Oh.
They say that everybody hated him that night that he fought Reese Johnson. The building was chanting, Tony when he was going to the box.
I was chanting it from my living room.
I only follow the Canes tangentially during the majority of D'Angelo's time with them, so I don't really remember him much. I remember his second brief stint with them.
Yeah,
the second stint was not
Yeah.
He couldn't do anything about that though, because like there was that deal in place to send Pesci to Nashville that fell through at the last minute. Otherwise, he would have been playing with Shea. I don't know. I wonder if it was. I was hoping maybe Askarov was part of it, but I don't know. But they had a deal in place for him because his dad even posted the thing.
You know why?
I don't know. I don't know why it fell through. I just know his dad posted that thing about, basically a goodbye message. And then,
he did. That was.
And that's why I was like, if the Canes are going to
improve down by 3 going to the bench, and we took a penalty.
Yeah.
What happens when you just slap at the puck?
I guess they've been. Is that Miller? Yeah.
Maybe this is what 2 minutes of being able to ice the puck for free, though, is probably not the worst thing for the way that this team is playing right now. Because they can't make a good transition play right now to save their life.
Again. Yeah, no, they have.
This might be a blessing in disguise.
They've had absolutely nothing through the neutral zone all game.
No.
Walker.
Great job, Chatty. That was a great play.
What?
Should have just gone. Should have just whatever. Good play by Chatty. There you go.
Yep.
He is 6-on-4. I guess you're down by 3.
Oh, because of the empty net. Oh, nope.
I said for free in an empty net. I'll take that deal.
Yeah.
That's the best chance to score with the way they've been playing.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. This is a blessing in disguise. Martinook, Jesus Christ.
Come on. Get it out.
Should have pitchforked that one high.
Martinook's getting the Ba'athist Party Iraq poster after this. I'm done. I'm done. I got to help him.
You got to help him. Yeah, that's right. It's the best thing you can do for him. Move to Iraq.
You're just going to have to keep escalating this every time you want to do this, though, Brandon. Before you know it, you're going to be sending people to Pluto.
Yeah, I'm running out of countries. I really am.
Come on, guys. Can we get the empty net goal, please?
No.
But yeah, right now, so Jankowski gets China.
Is that? Oh my goodness! I was about to say if that went out of play, I'd have lost my lunch or my dinner.
The last
could have taken
the last 240 here is going to be really annoying. This last 240 is going to be really annoying.
You got bodied there, buddy.
Jesus Christ.
My goodness.
Fishy, dude.
Even strength now. We don't deserve an empty net goal.
No, they don't deserve to win this game, honestly.
No icing, though.
Well, they can't ice it for free anymore.
Let Bussy fire at it.
Yes.
He's done everything else already.
Yeah. Might as well cap it off with that.
I'm passing ice it.
What are y'all doing? Whatever. Under 2. Up by 3. I think we got it, but
that'll be icing.
I mean, well, I'll say the beat goes on for Bussy. He is no fluke.
No.
If he was, Carolina wouldn't have won tonight. The score would have been inverted.
Yeah.
But yeah, Martinook to Fallujah. I've seen enough.
Jankowski's on the ice.
Honestly, he's been one of the better
than
players
Martin
tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, he was out there for the icing, so he's got to stay there.
I'll withhold a lot of judgment on Martinook until after the Olympic break, but if he's still playing like garbage after the Olympic break, I'm putting him on the Fallujah poster.
You drop the puck, people. It's one of the lines that goes like,
You got to be quicker than that. I caught you $1. It's literally the State Farm commercial every time that they go to.
Bussy using his head. Doink. Right in the pecker. Pow! Right in the kisser.
Ooh.
Doof. He has no net guard. No dangler.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he has a net guard, but not a dangler.
A lot of goalies are doing that now. It's a lot more comfortable. I sell those at the store all the time.
Bussy got that one too, man.
The younger goalies are not using the danglers anymore at all.
What? Oh, that was slowing down. That should not have been icing.
Golly, and he slow walked that one. Golly, that's no icing. Give me a break. Yeah, like Rod's absolutely right.
Batherson, dude, he just straight pulled up on that.
Yeah, he totally slow walked that one. That is.
I mean, that if Carolina was in that position, that's what I would have wanted them to do. So I can't be mad. Rod looks infuriated, and I don't blame him. They are awful.
It's just ice it over and over again.
Can this game freaking end?
No joke.
Well, much better than the last time, at least.
For sure.
Well, as the old saying goes, just because you won doesn't mean you played well.
Well, of course, but
I'll take it either way. But
Bussy's played well.
I was going to say, like you said, because of Bussy.
Give him another one. That's 30.
They played better in the last game than they did this one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Whalers night is Thursday.
Like against Chicago, I thought they played well for 40 minutes. Their third period against Chicago was not very.
It's been kind of the same thing tonight. I mean, except they haven't played well at all tonight. But the third period has been awful.
They've had, like I said, they've been absolutely terrible this period.
Oh, they just turtled. That's all they did. They just played not to lose.
Did you just ice the puck for no?
Just the tickiest tack. I mean, it might technically.
You gotta be kidding me!
Come on.
Like, you've got to be kidding me! I don't know why I shouldn't get.
Dude, come on!
Because the game's over, but that is just ridiculous. It's like, are you getting paid by the hour, Mr. Linesman? Is that right? You have to make this game last as long as you freaking can.
I don't think we need to see the post-game goal horn video tonight because I don't think it's going to be pleasant. Even if they won, I don't blame
again. I was about to say.
Yeah, I'm a couple of seconds behind you guys, so I'm waiting to see what I see here.
Oh.
No, Damon, the longest 2 minutes for me, at least in recent memory, when Svechnikov scored in Game 5 against the Capitals and there was 1:59 left, that was a long 2 minutes for me until Jarvis scored. God, I wish I'd lived there a few more weeks so I could have been at that game, but I might have left in handcuffs.
That game was incredible.
Yeah, I sat there in just dead silence the entire time until Svechnikov scored. I didn't say a word that entire game. And Desiree was sitting down there with me and saw that happen. And she's like,
I was actually at my mother-in-law's house in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And I made more noise than I should have as a guest.
Yeah, no, when that happened, and I shouted like I did, she looked at me and she's like, I'm guessing that was really important. I'm like, yes, that one was important.
Finally.
Give him one more save. Yeah, Bussy, thank you. You get the shirt and the rope.
Yep.
And the contract extension. The extension.
Yes, contract extension now, please.
Yeah, his price just went up like about another $50,000 or so.
Yeah, just pay him now. Well, yeah. I mean, the according to the stuff that Saravelli put out there, they've got an agreement roughly on term. It's just the the money is what they got to figure out.
I'm
But he just
willing to
made
give
some
him
more
five.
time.
I mean, it's probably too much, but I'm willing to give him five. I'm willing to give him $5 million a year. He's earned it.
Something he's got. It's got to happen either way, even if he wasn't playing at this level, because the goaltending depth chart is just it's better than what it was, but it's still not good enough. Yeah, I wouldn't be doing no storm surge after that. That would be more like, okay, thank God that's over. I love that reverse retro. That's one of my favorite ones. Absolutely love that one.
Yeah, and on that note, I think I'm gonna head out, guys. But thanks so much for having me on the stream. It was real.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, we'll
thank
call
you.
it.
This is always fun.
Time. And I can usually join these kinds of things just after the kids are in bed. When we do, if you ever want to do one on a late night, like on a West Coast game,
that was going to be what I said next. Next time we do this, I'm thinking we'll do let me look at the schedule real quick before you go and see when's the next
when do
time.
they go and where do they get they have to play in they have to play like in Western Canada, I think. They have to play.
Yeah, they've got a few more games out that
Vancouver.
way. In March and April, they've got a lot of games out west. So
Gotcha.
they've got a lot of road games. So
those suck for me.
Yeah,
I can't watch those if it's a school night.
Yeah, well, who needs sleep?
Okay, so they've got the 5 days.
I do. I have to deal with teenagers every day. I need sleep.
Good night, y'all.
Night.
So the next time that they are out, Seattle on Monday the 2nd of March. And then Vancouver, the Oilers, and yeah, they've got that one Western Canada swing at the beginning of March, and then everything gets really difficult in that month for the schedule. But yeah, so yeah, I'll summarize that one as let me see. I'm pretty sure I have the video. Let me find it. Where is it? I know I've got it. Pretty sure I have it. I thought I had it. The Kelly McGillis one. I don't know where I put it though. The one in Top Gun where she says the encounter was a victory, but I think we've shown it as an example of what not to do. Because that's what that was to a T. That was awful.
Very un-Canes like hockey for sure.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Bussy, that's a massacre. It's not as bad as when Frederick Anderson bailed him out in Colorado, but still pretty bad.
Well, sometimes these sorts of games go your way. We hate it when it happens to the Canes, but every now and again, the Canes get to do it to someone else. Might not like it, but we'll take it.
The encounter was a victory, but I think that we've shown...
Why are you... No, stop. No, go back.
The encounter was a victory, but I think that we've shown it as an example of what not to do.
Yeah, that's the case with that one. By far. I hope they don't play like that next game. But they've got a break now. They can get rested. That was just awful.
Yep.
All righty. Well, Katie, I think I'm ready to call it a night if you are.
Fine by me. Thanks
All right,
again
ma'am.
for having me on. This is always fun.
I really appreciate you joining me because, like, I'll be honest, I don't really like doing the watch parties by myself. If I have other people to talk to, it's a lot more fun. It goes a lot more smoothly. But I really appreciate you coming, especially on such short notice, because I invited you at like the last minute.
No problem. Saturday nights, easy to do.
Yes, ma'am. I will keep that in mind for the future for Fridays and Saturdays because I know you're a teacher and everything. So I couldn't deal with teenagers all the time. I would lose my mind. But one last thing before we call it a night. Frankie, come here. Frankie, come here. Come here. Want a treat? You're comfy, though. Come here. All right. I'll tell you what. I'll throw it to you. There you go. Nah, he was all comfy, sunk into his bed. All right. Everyone, thank you very much for joining us. We will do this again in the near future. Sorry that we didn't get to too many of the comments. We were too busy criticizing the hell out of our hockey team, and I think that we had every right to do so. But everybody, have a good night.
Okay.